Hello, hello, everyone. Welcome to Auntie Derek's Daytime Tea, where we discuss the latest celebrity tea in the news. And we do it live every weekday at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Chatmosa. I'm your host, Auntie Derek, and today is Wednesday, March 25th. So with me on the mic, we have some fabulous co-hosts. So we're going to start off with my Libra Queen. Hey, boo.
Hi.
Yes. And then we have my gorgeous Moon. Hey, boo.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, gorgeous. And we also have Slayonka. Hey, boo. Well, Slayonka may currently be working, so she may chime in when she can. So thank you for being here, boo. And shout out to the listeners as well, holding it down in the chat. Well, I think we have some good old tea to jump into. So let's go ahead and jump right in.
Tea
Motherfucking
time.
tea time.
Yes. Well, you know what I like to start off and annoy y'all with.
Did news.
Well,
Diddy
yes.
news.
Jesus. Is it about
Diddy news.
Carisha? Because I'm
Well,
so
yeah,
tired.
Carisha's going to be next. This one is about Usher.
Oh,
And
Lord.
Oh, what?
I have to
Yeah.
say, Usher, we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for
Oh,
you.
Lord. Oh, Lord.
And what I also want to say, like, this is such an obvious PR campaign. Like, they can't make it any more obvious, both him and Carisha. Because, oh, that's just not the person that I experienced, and oh, this and like, girl, shut the fuck up, honey. Libras, y'all might need to have a meeting about this one, about Mr. Usher, honey. I thought he was, but and this is a good because I play myself every fucking time. I be trying to see all the straight men I be going up for tend to be problematic. Well, excuse me, straight in quotation marks that I be
Oh,
going up
wow.
for, and they end up being problematic in the end.
Well, he does sit on the problematic fence. He is one that likes to straddle the line. And, and yeah, he is, unfortunately.
He said it, babe. She make me want to leave the one I with. I start a new
Okay.
relationship. I mean, he been messy, so I mean.
The nasty stuff. And the word on the curb is the lines ain't the only thing he like to straddle, allegedly, allegedly.
Ooh.
But let's see what his straddling ass had to say about Diddy, honey. So I have this Instagram play. Let me refresh it. It looks like it's from the neighborhood talk, and I'm gonna refresh so we can see it from the beginning. Ooh.
But in the same way, I think many people choose to look past the reality of what our country is, the standards that we now stand on. We can't ignore the reality of the history. But in many ways, I think certain people are prosecuted and maybe not recognized for the greatness, that they offer. I don't have anything negative to say about Sean Combs because my experience was not what the world has seen and how he's been, misrepresented. I'm not saying that every man,
He's like misrepresented.
but I can't, with any sense of humanity, not recognize the valuable contributions that this man made for us as Black entrepreneurs, for us as businessmen, for us as people who transition, culture and ideas into something that's tangible and becomes business. So many people benefited from what he created, um, and I acknowledge that, um, and that's why I see him as legacy.
Yeah. You told Shannon Sharp you learned a lot about business during that era.
Absolutely.
What'd you learn?
Puff was a mentor bum, but he was like you have that really really hard teacher, but you're watching something in real time. I think that the idea of the level of discipline that came with that time in business, especially in an era that was trying to prove itself culturally in hip hop. Now you can't turn on the television and not see the influence of hip hop.
That's right.
But the people who actually made that appropriate and are the forefathers are people like Sean Combs. And not just in the great times that they had musically, but in the idea of being able to find ways to monetize culture and create something that was not just black or white. It was colorless. It was green. That's who I see that man as. I mean, this might be a bit controversial, but
I'm glad
He
you
knew,
know.
he started with this might be a bit coming. Ain't no might about it, you old big headed ass, big eared fucker.
You know what? I might have I might have let him slide until he said misrepresented. I'm sorry, sir. He is not misrepresented. You got me on that one. That's where you fucked up.
And people kill me with that, especially men, like, so when we know, like, all the rumors aside, like the no Diddy and stuff, which is why I always hated it from the first place, because no Diddy to me is so reductive because it really, like, kinda minimizes the violence that he has towards women, right? They all everybody's so focused on him, like, might being gay and, like, looking at dick, but no. All in all, those court records that we read in that court testimony and that trial that we covered, show that he was violent towards women. So when men like Usher come out and say, "Oh, well, that wasn't my experience," no, of course it's not going to be your experience. You don't have a pussy, and you're not a fucking racially ambiguous damn model. Like he's not fucking with you like that. So I hate that. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And Usher, you should be ashamed of yourself, sir.
And and I mean, we had this with R. Kelly. There are people who just, for whatever reason, yes, R. Kelly contributed to the culture and was ingrained and did all these things, right? We can acknowledge that. But we can also hold account for his disgusting behavior, his disgusting ways that they treated women. And then acknowledge that with that being said, we can't, you know, let that pass. And so for me, for him saying that, it's like, well, he was so, he contributed so much to the culture that we should excuse the behavior. And I just like, I don't care how you knew him. I didn't know him that way either. But guess what? I found out that he was like that. I didn't have a personal experience with him, but I never had a visual or an indication as far as what he put out there that he was this type of person. Now, did he come off as asshole? Yes. But did I did we see him be a rapist and an abusive person? No, until the facts came out. There was a whole video, no dispute. He literally knocked her down and drug her by her hair back to the hotel room. You can't dispute that. And I'm sorry. If you knew him as a nice person, well, guess what? He wasn't nice to everybody. And that's
Exactly.
very disappointing. That him and Carisha. I get okay, you didn't know him like that, but guess what? He was still abusing people while he was dealing with you. I don't care what you're saying.
That
Like
part.
he didn't abuse you. That just takes me back to that song. I don't care what you do to others, but just be good to me. That's not okay. And
um Diddy
yeah,
did
go
get
ahead.
wind of what Usher said about him, and his rep, Judah Engelmeyer, released a statement on his behalf to TMZ saying, "I've always had love and respect for Usher. I appreciate his words and everything he's achieved."
He about to get canceled. That's what he finna do. And I hate that for him because he survived that herpes situation and that whole thing. He survived that, but you might fuck up your career on T.
He ain't survived it, he suppressed it because there's no cure for herpes that we know of. Let me stop.
Well, he suppressed it, but yeah, but he survived his career and was able to
Mhm.
bounce back from that.
Yep. Go ahead, Libra Queen.
My 2 cents is one, the great that he did does not outweigh the bad, so he should probably pipe down. Also, too, if he don't feel comfortable speaking about the bad that Diddy has done, then he should probably not speak about the good when clearly people have been victimized. If you want to be a part of the community, if you want to be a someone that can acknowledge wrong, if you're not going to acknowledge it all, right, the good and the bad, then don't acknowledge anything at all, right? You don't want to do an interview dragging him because he's not a good person, and we have video evidence that he is not a good fucking person. Because what if that was your mama, your sister, your whoever? You don't want to talk, you want to drag a black man down on social media or in public eye, cool, no problem. But then you should also say, hey, interviewer, I don't want to talk about him at all if that's the case. Because just like you're saying now that you didn't know him to be this, you don't know him as that. There's too many people who do know him like that, right? Who have taken themselves publicly to say that they do know him to be an abuser, that they do know that he has done X, Y, Z to them. So why minimize the mass amount of people who have come forth because you didn't personally experience that. Please go to hell.
Amen. Amen. I don't know. We're 2026. We've had so many of these situations that they should know how to handle these better. like,
Agreed.
like,
Or like I really
baby.
feel like everybody is firing their publicists, maybe because they can't afford them any longer. Because a lot of the shit that we seen, like this is like PR 101. Like it's crazy.
Mhm. I feel like there's just too much information out there on today, on 2026, for y'all making these rookie mistakes. Usher, you've been in this game damn near 30 years. Sir, you should know better. And
Mhm.
and if you have warm feelings and concerns, you should keep them to yourself and go on about your business. And like Quinn said, say, I'm not discussing him in any shape or form. Thank you. Don't ask me about him. Mm-mm. But I guess, child. But I know Carisha trying to do PR because she said
And
that she
well,
lost some deals.
yeah, exactly. Carisha said, because she supported him, she lost deals and all of that. She was speaking with Charlamagne about it. I have a feeling y'all might want to skip her, but here it is here.
Uh, mm-hmm. I listened to the whole thing and I said, oh,
She
girl.
really said a whole bunch of nothing, right? Like I'm like,
Mm-hmm. Because
girl.
she knew that she couldn't go too far, but also she wanted to publicly state that I'm still cool with him. But because I didn't experience that, girl, nobody. Um, you still finna lose them deals. Yeah, I also watched the part about her talking about JT. But
Now that part I didn't see. What did she say? Because I think she like elaborated on why they broke up or something like that.
oh, and she don't. Okay, when people don't really
She
have.
compared their relationship to like being in a marriage and it,
Yes,
breaking up and or divorcing or whatever, and have
and she
it
got to
being
do
good
her
or it
thing,
being bad.
and I got to do my thing, and we got things to do. When people don't have a large vocabulary, so it was definitely reduced to a lot of. We just got things and da 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 da. But she thinks that be they'll work it out. They just need time apart, essentially, to grow up and grow. And then once they both are in, some of the stuff she said about that actually made a lot of sense. And
Mm,
saying, they both have to be on the same wavelength, and then they can actually probably go to therapy and work through their issues.
mhm. Okay, girl.
I know, I know. But then she took me down with that Diddy shit, and I was like, girl, you
Mm,
still ain't gonna have no deals talking like that.
baby, I done stopped seeing it for this girl before the pandemic, honey. So then had a nerve to walk up at the OTA ball, girl. I was like, get y'all better kick that homophobic girl out that damn ballroom. The hell wrong with y'all? Mm-mm.
Mm. Yeah, when you told me what she said about her son, oh God, ugh, that just, mm, mm, mm,
And then she up in there, and people are, oh, well, she got a friend named Saucy Santana, her friend. Well,
That's
Saucy
just like a
Santana's
white
not her
person
son.
saying, I have a black friend. I have a
There you
black
go.
friend.
There you go. Well, that is that on that, honey.
They run me low. They run.
And I feel like I feel like it is a campaign, we're actually gonna see more, like, some maybe some former artists, one artist that we maybe haven't heard of. It definitely won't be Loon, 'cause I 'cause, there's some tea with that girl from what I heard. But, one of his artists, like a big bad boy artist from back in the day, one that's still alive, is gonna come out and speak, "Oh, that's not the experience I had with Diddy," and people gonna be like, "First of all, nigga, go back under that rock you was hiding under."
Well,
'Cause
it
you
can't be Mace because Mace been that, and it can't be Biggie because he been dead. So
Right.
what other artists and a few other ones is dead or broke? What other big artists? I mean, the girl said no. Day 26 said, what he got left?
I don't know.
But,
Somebody coming. Somebody is gonna pop out. Somebody we don't forgot about. I just feel it in my bones, honey.
well, I mean, piggybacking on this, and I don't know if you have this as a separate story, but Did you? I know we kind of talked about it yesterday, but maybe that was the whole thing yesterday about Jay-Z. Um,
Yeah, well, the only thing I talked about was him, how he said those allegations really hurt him, really upset him. That was like pretty much the only
yeah,
thing we covered
that's
yesterday.
somebody that ain't gonna be jumping on his side. I can tell you that.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
JC,
And look, he
don't
put on
never.
that Basquiat wig, honey, and acted like the most distressed white man you can think of, honey. Oh
As
my
he
God.
was supposed to.
And he
No
was supposed
distressed
to.
white woman. Because how could you dare let me in with a pedophile with pedophilia?
He
Oh
said,
no.
y'all got me fucked up. I ain't a street nigga no more, honey. I am Sean Carter with my Basquiat wig, and I would never do anything like
And
that.
and that is true. And he would. I said, because people, people have it out for the Carter knows Carter family. They really got it out for them so bad. And I'm like, y'all could be taking that energy and work it and help the country. Do that.
You got your best T.S. Madison, like, what you say? Own a business, get a job, suck a dick.
Do something else besides trying to destroy these people and make them into the monsters y'all want them to be. They're not. I'm sorry. Jay-Z could be a lot of things, but y'all went a step too far with that one. And yes, that bitch they should have put her in jail. And I agree with him. Because I think I couldn't talk because I was in a meeting. You know how much I need to talk about Jay-Z and defend his honor, because sometimes you got to defend people. Because sometimes people be attacking people's character integrity and they be wrong as fuck and trying to get money.
Yeah.
And behind Sean motherfucking Carter, we finna step. Okay.
Yeah, like he may be a lot of things. He's a capitalist. He didn't fucking, maybe he sold out the community. I don't, but what, you're not finna put pedophilia on that man. And
Well,
that
while
is
y'all over there,
not,
marching behind them, I'll hold your bags, make sure they safe. Over here in the corner, I'm rooting for
okay.
y'all. Yay, y'all
Okay.
march for him.
Okay, that's fine. Somebody got to hold the bags. Everybody's got a job.
Cause after Usher, I ain't going up for no more straight man. The next time
Oh,
y'all hear me going up for a
mm-mm.
straight man will probably be in the next year.
No. Usher, I've been, Usher was a straddle. He straddles the fence all the time.
Hmm.
Mm-mm. But,
Well, speaking of someone who claims to never straddle anything, straddle any fences, and tell you unfiltered gospel gutter butt nasty truth, Suge Knight. And remember, he
what?
had a lot to say during Diddy's trial.
Oh,
Sharing with
God.
his opinions. But baby, now he's promising us a shockingly candid new memoir. And you see where it
Please,
says here
no.
in My Way Hot New Hip Hop, Suge Knight to get shockingly candid in new memoir.
Won't he talk about his dirty deeds? Focus on your own shit.
I think that's what he is playing. And the
We'll
name of
see.
the book, y'all, the name of the book is crazy. I said, if this ain't an Aries man, but it starts off yesterday, March 24th. Gallery Books announced that it's publishing Suge Knight's new memoir, Your Pain Is My Joy. It's set to
Look,
be released.
look here. He walks on 56 a run. They are two people, two, one coin, two sides of the same coin. I can't even get it out. Them two right there, he ain't gonna be talking about himself. He gonna be talking about other people's shit.
He might be, especially when say, Your pain is my joy.
Exactly.
Sir.
That
But
ain't no memoir. He talking about people's shit.
he says a press release describes the book as shockingly candid, and it says it takes readers on an unflinching ride through Suge's Compton neighborhood to the peak of the gangster rap era when the streets and the music business mixed freely. I have listened to people try and rewrite history for years, Knight says of the memoir. Your pain is my joy isn't an apology or an excuse. It's my truth about Tupac, death row, and my life. After you read this book, your question marks will turn into periods. Over the years, Knight has spoken about the late Tupac Shakur on several occasions. He's even shared some intimate details of the icon's passing, including his final moments in the hospital. During an interview with People last July, he reflected on his fatal shooting, revealing that Tupac made light of the dire situation. I got out and I tried to tell the officers what happened while I was bleeding everywhere, he explained. Also, I then was getting Tupac out the car, even when the door was open. I had to go over there bleeding everywhere. Take the seatbelt off of him. When we get into the ambulance, Pac is funny as fuck. He cracking jokes, I'm cracking jokes. Pac like shit. When we heal up, you know what we doing. Knight also recalled Tupac telling his mother, Afeni, to let him go after multiple operations to stop his internal bleeding. The doctors came in and brought him back, and his mom said, don't ever do that again. If he's having complications, don't touch him. He remembered, don't bring him back, let him go. I don't know, y'all. I think I'm going to be,
I know you gonna read it.
you know, I love mess. And
But I'm like, it was after all them shots and them surgeries, he was able to talk.
mm,
We're chilling. I need some medical. I'm like, was he able to talk with all that going on?
not only talk, but also crack jokes. Yeah, yeah, something. Well, that is that on that. I was a memoir set to come out in August. I plan on getting it and going from
Well, you
there.
read it and tell us all about it. I appreciate that.
Well, what we y'all ready to read Candy's divorce settlement? The details of that?
Sure, tell me about it.
Candace.
Yeah, Kandi Burruss and Todd.
Oh, Candy. We don't want to read it.
Oh, but I don't know, do it because it's a lot better than that.
No, tell me what happened.
Yes, honey. It's almost similar to that Jessica Alba and Cash Warren like divorce settlement, like rich people splitting a whole bunch of rich ass shit, honey. Well, we'll see. And you see
A
where
rich person splitting with a.
oh, it's touche. You right? A rich person split with
Okay.
a Todd, a scheming ass Todd. Who this is a scheme that his ass set up allegedly. Let me stop. Well, this starts off. Real Housewives of Atlanta star Kandi Burruss will not be paying her ex-husband Todd Tucker a dime in child or spousal support, but she will be coughing up a hefty six-figure lump sum as part of their divorce settlement, TMZ has learned. TMZ obtained the settlement agreement signed by Kandi and Todd. The exes wed in April of 2014 and split last year. Per the deal, neither party will be paid child support or spousal support. Kandi and Todd agreed to share joint legal and physical custody of their kids, Ace, born in 2016, and Blaze, born in 2019. Kandi will keep the children's passports, but Todd can request them from her ahead of any international travel. As for their bougie assets, here we go. The Real Housewives of Atlanta star will keep her 2022 Bentley SUV, Cadillac Escalade, Ford F-250, Porsche Cayenne SUV, and a 1963 Chevrolet Camaro. Todd walks away with a 2020 Mercedes G-Wagon, a 2020 Porsche 911, 2023 Range Rover, 1973 Ford Bronco, 1963 Lincoln, and a Ford Transit van. The exes agreed to sell a food truck they own. The real estate divvied up between Kandi and Todd were redacted in the paperwork, and Todd agreed to vacate Kandi's guest home within 15 days of the parenting deal being signed. Remember, Kandi claimed Todd was essentially squatting in the ATL guest house, while Todd says he was only there because she kicked him out of their main pad. To equal everything out, Kandi will pay Todd a lump sum of $426,000. The duo will split their credit card reward points. The deal says Todd paid Kandi $38,000 to satisfy the balance owed on their 2025-2026 Atlanta Hawks season tickets. Kandi will keep those season tickets. As TMZ first reported, Kandi and Todd have been going back and forth in court over custody and support for months before hashing out the deal. Look, just like Libra Queen said, a rich woman going through. But did y'all see even the cars that he get to keep, honey? I'm like, damn, those are good ass cars.
A dusty and the maintenance on them, and
Oh,
where you gonna store them? You ain't got
yo.
nowhere to go. Todd. Where you gonna go to? Where you
Listen
gonna host
here.
it? You gonna end up having to sell the cars because the
Mama
maintenance on
Joyce
them
told
cars
her.
alone is
Mama
gonna get your
Joyce
ass
told her, and she
together.
didn't fucking listen. So I don't feel sorry for Candy, unfortunately. I really don't. Mama
Well,
Joyce
she
knew.
ha-
She told her about Todd. She saw it from the day one, and Kandi did not want to listen.
Listen, hey, scammers, no scammers. I'm just saying.
I agree, Quinn,
Wake
a
that
thousand
up.
percent. And that's why
But
she
guess
knew.
what? But guess what? And that's why Candy said, I know you know, but I love him. And guess what? She said, but I got an airtight prenup. So,
I
and that's
mean,
why they split.
but why they
And
going
that's
back and
why he only
forth if it
give.
was airtight though? Like, what is there? What?
Because, of course,
Because of the kids.
because, well,
Because of the kids.
be, and because everybody that's in a prenup, the person who stands to benefit always wants to try and challenge it to see
Mm,
if they can get something.
hmm
Of course, he was going to try and challenge it, but
Mhm.
I feel like it was a problem when he didn't want to sign that shit on their wedding day, honey. I was like, oh, this right here.
That was definitely a major red flag.
Mm-hmm.
it was. But they be stigmatized.
Girl, she wanted, that whole Zamunda wedding. So now you got one. Now you got a Zamunda fucking divorce. Mm-mm.
That is facts.
And I
Well,
love Candy, by the way, but somebody got to take some accountability here.
no, I agree. I feel like not only was her mama telling her, I feel like a lot of other people in her circle were kind of telling her as well. Because remember how he just kind of stepped in and became like
Carmen,
started being part of his no, not Carmen, but I think like was it Don Juan if I ain't
there you go,
mistaken.
Dawn.
And they
Dawn
were
was
pretty
like,
much,
yeah, I quit.
he pretty much came in like almost like essentially like what Wendy Williams' husband did, like came in and just
Mhm.
kind of took over and just made things unpleasant for people allegedly. So. mm.
I'll be surprised if Todd stays in Atlanta.
He probably do. All them corny New York niggas love to stay in the South. Yeah, he probably be there and ain't going nowhere.
He
Mm,
gonna grift and find him a new one
Well, I
to
think
eat him.
because he be in LA a lot.
Oh, do he?
I mean, I've seen him around in places.
Oh, have
Ah,
you? Oh, well, girl, you just spilled some tea. Oh, he be in L.A. You say? Mm-mm. Okay,
who
Todd.
his funny shaped head ass?
Okay, we watching you rock. We in L.A. Hen. What you doing in L.A., Todd? What you
We do
doing in
not
L.A.?
care.
Hen?
We do
Oof.
not care. Just be smart with your 400,000.
And he's
No.
a short
He
king,
not.
low key.
Of course he is.
Shorter than I expected. Then it was standing on a bench type situation, and I was like,
Oh Lord.
that nigga short. Like he's small, way smaller than I expected. And I was like, damn, how small is Candy then?
Listen, I ain't got no comment because as someone who stands at 5'11", I had to be the tree that these short kings have had to climb. So, it is what it is. We have a comment saying that he make a great actor. Setting up all them fictional schemes. Man, what you doing out in LA,
Only
Todd?
only in a Tubi or Tyler Perry movie. Mm-mm.
That I will be watching. And that's the gag though, because when him and Candy made that movie, The Past, that was actually really, really good. It wasn't Tubi, it was Peacock, but that was a pretty good movie. It was Tubi quality, but it was still a good movie. They said put that tree in the wood chipper. Girl, fuck you.
Oh,
No.
Candy is only Candy is only 5'2".
Short. That's
So
short as hell, girl.
and
I
then
never seen the movie.
he stands head to head with her. So yeah, he's short as fuck.
Who,
Oh
Todd?
hell no. Yeah, he probably is about 5'6" at best.
Maybe,
Cause she got
yeah. That's
a
what I was saying. Like, that's why that made me question how tall Candy was. Cause I thought Candy was at least 5'8" ish. You know what I mean?
no,
Like,
she's only 5'2".
oh yeah. Then he's standing. Yeah, girl, he's small in real life. I was surprised how small he was. I'm like, I thought that he was at least 5'10",
Mm-mm. He probably about 5, and I
7 at
5'6".
max.
No, I feel like 5'6". I stretched it. He might be 5'5".
Yeah, I was about to say at maximum he's 5'7", but he.
Because I could see her in a 4 inch right now, and
Mm,
they head to head.
mm-hmm.
So I
Mm.
said, I'm 5'5" with brown eyes. I like the stuff.
He's short.
That is funny.
I didn't realize he was that short. Okay, I didn't even all that head. Oh God, he got so much head.
But
Ugh.
he's not even cute. Like,
It
Okay,
looks
well
like he was
maybe after a
supposed to
bottle
be
of
cute.
wine, you know, I don't
No,
know.
he has the full beard and everything and a headline, but he got a big forehead. But it looked like he was supposed to be cute, but he got stunted and it stopped. And then he just had a big head and a little body.
Like what's they call irregular fashions. Like, and let me go to Ross and get some irregular fashion. Let me buy some.
not you were supposed to be cute scientifically.
Scientifically, I can see the dark eyebrows,
I feel like
the
that beard is covering
beard.
his face, and most beards do cover up an ugly face, honey. Let me tell you.
Ooh, honey.
No, his lips actually are a nice shape. I could see where he was going to be cute, but then he's got the dark circles under his eye. Like,
And
and
then it
then it
took a
just started going
left.
left. Yes. Like it was like almost, and then he stopped growing. His eyes got dark, and the head stayed big, but the body didn't match up. Yeah, it's an irregular body. I could see where it was gonna go, but
He had to have a big ass dick though, and I'm gonna tell you why I think that. 'Cause the way
oh
Candy
well.
was acting, you remember on that reunion, baby, when she said, well, pretty much the rumor was like Candy be buying dick, she be paying for dick, and she said, you know what, I could pay for every motherfucker up in here if I wanted to. You know what?
I
That's a
know
sign
that's
of
right.
that's like I feel like that woman. That's a woman that's getting dick down properly, and she don't give a damn what nobody else has to say about it. So
That's what I said. She was stigmatized, and she said, "My mom probably is right. So we're gonna have this airtight prenup, but I'm gonna do all the things I want to do." I guess, girl.
well, he got $400,000, a little over $400,000, a few cars, and a big ass dick allegedly.
Well,
So
you know what? For how much Candy is worth, I mean, she got a good deal.
indeed.
Low key,
You
and
hear
I'm
that
not mad
prenup,
at her.
ladies? Prenup. I don't give a fuck what that nigga trying to sell you. Make him sign that prenuptial agreement. I usually stay out of straight people business, but we have seen if you need any examples, look at Halle Berry, look at Janet Jackson, look at any woman who had Kelly Clarkson, before that husband of hers died, ex-husband of hers died. Look at all the women who got a story about how they had to pay these men. And I feel like it's too much of a wage gap still for shit like that to be happening, but that's just me.
Yes, Candy's estimated net worth is 30 million. And so for her to only have to give up one half of $1 million, she
Candy
gotta
said,
wait.
he said, here's $20.
No, that's $20. Here's the $40. I'll put it on the nightstand.
Candy girl, send me to it all.
Oh,
You can
fucking
tip it right on Chatmosa, girl.
oh, honey. Now next time you get you a man, girl, can get him above 5'10", please. A little 6 footer, 6'2", with a
Girl,
full beard.
what fun could I even say? All the reason go out the window, honey, when they get in between them legs and in their butt.
Oh, okay. See now, see, we could have got out of here just fine. But you know what? I should just kept my mouth closed.
I'm right-handed, so I always like to go left, to be fair.
Ugh, yeah, sure. Okay.
Well, I got a question for y'all. So, if y'all heard that y'all path your speech pathologist or if you had worked with a speech pathologist, I can't even talk, child.
You might need one right now.
I need one shit, but it definitely won't be the one that we about to talk about. But a speech pathologist, if you were working with one and you find out she shot up a celebrity's house, honey, would you want to work with that damn person again? Probably not.
Are we talking about the lady that got arrested for shooting
You
up her
know
mama's
it.
house?
You know it. That
Say
very
that right
same crazy. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Rihanna's alleged house shooter could lose ability to practice speech language pathology.
now. You fucking think?
Yeah, they said could lose.
She going to jail. The fuck? She is gonna.
And this is actually very, because from what I understand from this art, well, I'll read the article, but and then we'll talk. But it starts off. The woman charged with attempted murder for allegedly shooting at Rihanna's home is in danger of losing her license to practice speech language pathology. According to new legal docs obtained by TMZ, prosecutors in California say Ivana Lisette Ortiz is licensed to practice speech language pathology in the state, and a member of the board that oversees licensing in her field wants her barred from practicing if she's released from law enforcement custody. The board member says Ortiz got her license way back in April of 2016 and is not set to expire until June of 2027. Ortiz is scheduled for arraignment Wednesday morning or this morning, and if she's released on bail or her own recognizance, the board wants any condition of her release to prevent her from working with the public as a speech language pathologist. She's charged with 1 count of attempted murder, 10 counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm, and 3 counts of shooting at an inhabited dwelling for allegedly firing multiple shots at Rihanna's Beverly Hills home with an AR-15 style rifle while Rihanna and her kids were inside. Well, she can teach her fellow inmates how to talk. But she just won't be licensed to do it after June of 2027. So it sounds like, from what I'm understanding, is the license is still good no matter what until June of 2027. But the board, if she's released, can, I guess, void it.
Yeah, or not renew. Not she won't be able to renew or whatever. I mean, girl, you got mental issues. You need to sit down. You don't even shouldn't be thinking about work. I think you're gonna be in jail for a good little while. Maybe they can help you
Mm-hmm.
get back on track.
Crazy ass. And anybody that be trying to handle AR-15s, honey, lock them motherfuckers up swiftly. Them shits right there.
Well,
And I
she
don't.
traveled from Florida to California to do. Child, look here, and the crate, like we said, Rihanna was actually in that RV.
Yep.
So yeah, no, babe, you're not getting out. You're going to jail. They caught you. They found you within that time. The evidence is there, baby. You're going to jail.
Now she can tell her fellow inmates, no, it's pronounced commissary, not commissary. Use your skills in the jail, girl. That's crazy.
I mean,
Well,
Diddy trying to show people how to set up businesses in jail. So there you go.
yeah. While working in that library, sneaking shit up in that anyway. allegedly. Hey, Moderna boo. Well, speaking of somebody else who performed at the Super Bowl, Bad Bunny. So now this story is actually about a copyright case that he just won. And you also see
Okay,
right.
let's go, Benito.
Okay. And you see where it says here, by way of all hip hop, Bad Bunny beats copyright claim. Demands accuser costs of $465,000 in fees. Well, this starts off, Bad Bunny just won a major legal victory, and now he's making sure the other side pays for it. The Puerto Rican superstar is demanding that Empower Africa cover his $465,612 legal bill after he crushed a copyright lawsuit over Enseñame a Bailar from his 2022 album Un Verano Sin Ti. And if it sounds like I don't know what I'm saying in Spanish, it's because I don't. So forgive me if I mispronounce anything. But this goes on. According to Rolling Stone, Bad Bunny's legal team filed the motion on March 23rd, arguing that the case was meritless from the beginning. Nigerian producer Dara, whose real name is Izini Chidera Godfrey, and Empower Africa claimed that Enseñame a Bailar used an uncleared sample from a 2019 track, Empty My Pocket, which Dara produced for Joe Boy. They wanted $25 million in damages. Bad Bunny's team maintained they properly licensed the sample from Lakizo Entertainment, which had distributed the original track. The whole thing fell apart when Dara's lawyers quit in January, citing irreparable differences over legal strategy. After Dara failed to show up for a February 5th discovery hearing and missed the March 16th deadline to keep the case alive, Judge Otis D. Wright II dismissed the lawsuit on March 9th with prejudice, meaning it cannot be refiled. Bad Bunny's attorney argued that Empower had been aggressively litigating a case they knew was weak, hoping Bad Bunny's wealth and desire to avoid bad publicity would force him to settle. Instead, the label's own counsel abandoned ship. Bunny's legal team, led by attorney Karen L. Stetson and a crew from Gray Robinson, racked up hundreds of billable hours and rates between $555 and $680 per hour. The legal strategy mirrors what other artists have done after winning copyright cases. Mariah Carey recently demanded $1 million from her accuser over All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Nelly sought $78,000 after beating a lawsuit over country grammar.
Look, you gotta have you a good little lawyer, because as soon as you become like it's hot or people think that it's some money behind something, they'll try and sue child and just be making up shit. You knew you weren't the person that owned them copyrights, sir, and that's why your legal team quit. Cause like, bitch, what? You ain't gonna have us out here looking crazy.
Yes, and then after your legal team quit, you just don't go to court and you just let the shit just like I don't get that.
Okay. Just fucking abandon the whole thing. Cause you shouldn't have been messing with them people any damn way. Boy, people be trying to get rich on the backs of others. I just, ooh, shit. I guess.
Well, if
Go
anybody
get
will get
Benito.
you better work Benito and hopefully and get him his money. He'll take it in 10s and 20s.
Look, I love that little Latin kid. He stands up for the right shit and is inclusive and is true to this shit. And I love it. I love that for him. And I love his success. It's deserved.
Shout out to him. Shout out to Puerto Rico.
Puerto Ricans. Like, what's
Puerto
it called?
Rican.
Bad
Rican.
Bunny, Bad Bunny.
Hey, Selena was Mexican. She wasn't Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
Yes, she was
I love
Mexican.
me some Puerto Ricans.
What is his
Rican.
name?
Okay.
What is that?
Rican.
Gary?
I
Rican.
feel
Gary?
Puerto
Rican.
Rican.
That's how Gary
Bitty
said Puerto
bitty.
Ricans. I love my Puerto Ricans.
Bitty
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 bitty bitty.
bamba.
Bitty bitty.
She said, I feel
Go
Rican in this, honey.
Rican.
Shout out to T.S. Madison,
Yes.
that icon. Well, speaking of another icon with a fat ass, Cardi B.
Oh, yes.
And Cardi B says
Manufactured, but yes.
Cardi B says that ass is not going to get fatter for now. And you see where it says here by way of all hip hop, Cardi B says that she has no time to take a little butt out and cancel surgery plans. So this starts off. Cardi just flipped the script on her whole body transformation plan. The rapper sat down with Jenna Bush Hager and Chanel Jones on the Today Show to talk about her new hair care line, but the real moment came when she addressed rumors that she would remove her butt implants after her tour wraps. She was originally planning to head to Colombia for a procedure, but according to the Today Show, she completely changed her mind. I was saying that, but I'm not going to do it, the 33-year-old explained. I was just going to take a little bit of butt out, but I don't have time for that. Translation, she's got too much going on to deal with 3 months of recovery. What really matters is where her head is right now, or where her head is at right now. Carter's embracing her body in a way that feels genuine, not forced. I feel really comfortable where I'm at right now with my body and everything, she said. She's got cellulite, she's got stretch marks from carrying 4 kids, and she's not apologizing for any of it. I do have a bunch of cellulite because I don't know if it's the age or I don't know if it's the fact that I got like 4 kids, but I do know what it is. I don't know what it is, excuse me, but it's like I feel really good. The shift from I'm getting this removed to loving my imperfections is the kind of growth that actually matters. She's not just accepting her body, she's celebrating it. I'm loving my imperfections and everything. And I feel really comfortable, she said. That's the energy we need more of in hip hop and entertainment, period. And this isn't her first time being real about cosmetic procedures. Back in 2022, she removed 95% of her what is this? I've never seen biopolymers after dealing with complications. And in 2018, she revealed that she got silicone illegally injected into her buttocks in a basement apartment in New York City for $800 when she was younger. She's been on a whole journey with her body, and now she's finally at peace with where she's landed. The mother of 4 who shares kids, Culture, Wave, Blossom, and a 4-month-old baby with Stefan Diggs is focused on what actually matters. Her recent work on body positivity shows she's thinking bigger than just her appearance. She's building a legacy that goes beyond the surface, and that's the real story here. I don't know, y'all. This sounds like a paid puff piece to me, but
What
yeah,
do you
but
mean?
she's doing this and she's doing that. She's not, we need more of this in hip hop, this and that. Because y'all already know I feel like it's a whole machine behind this girl that's really making her. And like I say this all the time, I'm not a fan of Cardi B, but it's not her fault because she's actually very talented. But it's just
I think she's trying to change her image and really move away from the ghetto ness and the maybe I don't know. This is what it seems like, and maybe right some wrongs that she had done in the past. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I agree, Moon. I think there's a process of her trying to clean up her image as she's now a mother of 4 kids, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
And
like
a
she's
booming
trying to clean
career.
her image up because, and she also got to clean it up because look at her. She's on a world tour. Well, I don't know if it's a world tour, but she's on a major tour for herself, right? So she's trying to build her audience, build her brand. She has these massive brand deals with, commercial entities outside of music. So she really has to clean up some of the act that she has. And that, that manufactured booty is throwing her body off kilter when she's on stage. So I understand why she would want to manufacture that booty a little down, shave a little off on the side, maybe in the back, possibly in the front too. I don't know. She got a little, whatever. But I think she's trying to clean it up. I find it interesting that she wanted to go down to Colombia to get the booty removed versus, just paying the money in America because it's not like she's not rich and she's very much so able to afford a doctor in America. So
She's still
having to go to
frugal.
Colombia is a little interesting. But, yeah, good luck to that girl.
I
And D,
mean,
I
I
don't know if
think.
I agree with you around it being manufactured. I do think that she has a more powerful team to set her up for greater success, right? Like a
Hmm.
team has really
maybe
gotten
that's it.
behind her
Mhm.
and see the potential, and they're like, okay, we can make money off of this girl. So now it's time to like really go far with her.
And I
Mhm.
think she can see that she's gonna make a lot of money, and she has
And she
all
already
like.
has.
Well, yes, but she even when she first came out the gate, she found commercial success really, really quickly after Bodak Yellow. Like she started really being a national and getting big brand deals, and then then she wanted to marry that man, and then it was crazy. I think she's just really trying to, and all the stuff that she had before with all that weird shit from her stripping and that hood shit she was doing. I think she's really trying to what? Let me clean up my act. Let me clean up what I'm doing, and maybe recognizing some of that shit was just too much. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving her too much credit, but she does seem to be really trying to
No, I don't think you're giving her too much credit. And good luck to her whenever she finds time to get rid of that booty.
Well, with 4 kids, and I don't think she gonna have much time. And then she the kind of person that we've learned seems like she likes to have a baby with. Anyway, and
She's a bird. She's
it's her
definitely a
right to
bird.
do that. Those are her reproductive rights. So if she want to have 1,000 kids, it's her right to do that, and I will fight
Really?
for her right to
I
do
don't. No. I think her body would fight that right. I think her body would be like, no, baby, we're not producing 1,000. Okay.
it. Well, speaking of producing, honey, because you saw how this article mentioned that Carter was on Jenna and Chanel. Well, in their Today family, because we've talked quite a bit about Savannah Guthrie's mother, Nancy Guthrie, and they finally just got Savannah on camera now. Give me 1 second. I have this link from TMZ. So the actual interview, the full interview, is coming out. I believe they're going to do a two-parter, which will premiere Thursday and Friday of this week. But we have the clip here, and you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Savannah Guthrie cries about Nancy Guthrie kidnapping and first interview since disappearance. So And I just have to say, y'all know I still feel a way about her boss, Miss Hoda Kotb. She used to be my Egyptian queen, but now she's not my Egyptian queen no more. Once she put that damn they preacher and interviewing him on TV and shit like talking about, oh well, we're just gonna pray for her to come back. No. Mm-mm. But anyway, let's see what Savannah has to say about all of this. Let me share my screen. This video is about like a minute and a half long. It's not long at all. Let's see that. Today, girl. Okay.
It has now been 53 days since Nancy Guthrie was taken from her home in the middle of the night. And Hoda, yesterday, you got the chance to spend some time with that girl. You sat down with Savannah, her first interview since her mother's disappearance.
Yeah, Craig, Al, and Carson, as you can imagine, it was a really emotional conversation. We're going to have the whole thing for you tomorrow and Friday. But first, we did want to bring you one of the moments from the interview where Savannah shared a message to anybody who may have information about Nancy.
Someone needs to do the right thing. We are in agony.
Yeah.
We are in agony. It is unbearable. And to think of what she went through. I wake up every night, in the middle of the night, every night. And in the darkness, I imagine her terror. And it is unthinkable, but those thoughts demand to be thought.
Yeah.
And I will not hide my face. But she needs to come home now.
Yes.
Oh, man.
I mean,
How are you?
I'm okay. I mean, there is a desperation and also a steeliness about Savannah. I mean, she's hoping that somebody, whoever this person is, will see something and say something.
I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. And we have some comments that, adding some clarity. So it may not be Hoda who has control over the interview of that preacher. The news director and producers could be responsible. Executive producer title just means she's getting less salary for some backdoor income. And this is so sad for Savannah. This is sad indeed. Well, who the hell ever was responsible for that preacher coming to bring his old bright ass on that damn? Oh, honey, that thing just rubbed me the wrong way. Because this could have happened this was something that should have happened first before. I wouldn't have a problem with the preacher coming on after this. But Savannah really didn't do an official news thing until now. And they got that preacher on this. Like, oh, well, we're just gonna pray for her to come back. No, we don't need to pray. Y'all need to get y'all asses up and get out in the field and look for that lady. The fuck? But hey, that's that on that.
Yeah. I couldn't even imagine. I couldn't even, because I know how I felt about my mama and how protective over her I was, period, point blank.
Yeah.
So have this, just not knowing, no type of closure about your mama. I can't even, I don't even want to imagine it.
Right.
That's so disgusting. People are disgusting.
Yes, indeed. And I'm saying when they do find out who's involved, baby, I hope it is slow and painful, your demise.
Okay.
Well, speaking of slow and painful, honey, I know Mr. Ronnie Taylor, Alan Richards' neighbor, honey, is feeling a little embarrassed about that ass whooping you got. Well, I won't spend too much time on this next story because we kind of saw this coming based off of the information that we had. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, no charges in Reacher star Alan Richardson's fight with neighbor. It was self-defense. And we kind of figured that because we watched the video together. But anyway, and I'm just going to read these first three paragraphs. It says the cops have called it a wrap on the investigation of Reacher star Alan Richardson and his neighbor Ronnie Taylor. They're not charging anyone in the bloody brawl, TMZ has learned. The Brentwood Police Department tells TMZ, after reviewing available evidence, including video footage and witness statements, Authorities determined that no criminal charges will be pursued. Mr. Richton's actions were found to be in self-defense. Although a potential reckless endangerment endangerment charge was considered, Mr. Richton declined to pursue charges. With the agreement of the district's attorney office, the case is now closed and no further action will be taken. Well, that's that on that. So just go ahead and take your ass whooping and tuck your tail in and go on, Mr. Taylor. You was wrong. You got your ass beat. Now move on. And that's that on that. All right. Oh, y'all, this nigga here has always been a little off to me. From the beginning, like when his song Panda was popular, I'm talking about Desiigner, by the way. When Designer's song Panda was popular, I always found it a little off that this guy from Brooklyn wanted to sound like a Southern rapper. Like he wanted to, it was to me, he was trying to sound a lot like Future. And I'm like, this is weird. So he's always been weird to me. And now this makes it no better. Like this is adding to my thinking his ass is weird. You should see where it says here by way of TMZ, rapper Desiigner arrested for domestic violence in South Carolina. Child. Well, this starts off. Rapper Desiigner was arrested Monday in South Carolina for domestic violence, TMZ has learned. According to the Horry County Sheriff's Office, the Panda rapper was taken into custody for an incident that allegedly happened earlier this month. Desiigner, whose legal name is Sidney Royale Selby III, has since been released on a $1,500 bond, according to online records. We're working on additional details of the arrest. In the police report obtained by TMZ, cops say the alleged victim told them things went south the moment Selby got home on March 2nd. The mother of his young child said he came in angry, yelling, and tossing car keys. Before it turned physical, she claims. She told police when she tried to leave and retrieve luggage mistakenly left at the airport, Selby ripped the keys from her, tearing her sweatpants. According to the woman, Selby then grabbed their child and put the kid in the car seat before throwing the woman to the ground when she tried to intervene. Cops say that left minor scratches on her arm and lower back. The child did not witness the alleged violence, according to police. The woman also claimed there's video of the incident, but says she couldn't access the camera system. Selby was gone by the time cops arrived that day, and he was arrested Monday morning on suspicion of third-degree domestic violence. This isn't Selby's first run-in with cops. In 2023, he was charged with indecent exposure after an incident on an international flight returning to the U.S. We've reached out to his team for comment on the latest arrest. No word back yet. And you know what? Nobody got a video of that incident on the plane because from what I read with him, what they said, I just want to see. I just want because he got naked. I just want to see what it looked like. Hi, Chili. Welcome.
Oh, she
Right.
came just to regulate your ass.
I'm here. He been acting up.
Yes.
Yeah, he been acting up. He just said he wanted to see what this human looks like. This is crazy.
What the thing is, this man is younger than all of us, and the way he has aged, oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he wants to see what he looked like, because he looked like somebody that's in AARP.
But he's not.
Timmy,
He's
Timmy,
younger
Timmy
than all
Turner.
of us. He's younger than everybody in here.
Timmy,
Drugs,
Timmy,
honey.
Turner.
Drugs.
He was looking
Okay. And then he
Kill
got that
everybody
chorus.
walking.
Oh, still got a woman. Oh, it's always a woman. Could y'all stop being petite, motherfucker? God damn.
He aged like he was born in the
He
60s and 70s.
literally was born 1997. He is only 28, baby.
Wow. So he's Gen Z.
Life is whooping his ass right now. I think it's a mental
28.
illness.
Oh.
Yes.
I thought he was at least a millennial. So he was born in 97, the first year of Gen Z. Wow.
I said no. He is younger than all of us.
Oh, he definitely looks older than that.
Oh,
he's the 70s, 60s, 70s, aged 28. That's what it was like.
If he won't crazy as hell, he'll be my type.
Oh, we know.
You know what?
Timmy, turn up.
Poor thing, because I know a lot of this went
Poor
down
thing.
with mental illness.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Mental illness is really taking a toll, and I'm sure there was drugs to try and.
But whereby in South Carolina did he get arrested? Did they
It said Horry County. Because it said the Horry County sheriff is the one who told him about that
All
information.
of South Carolina, all of it, the whole thing. Like, no, thank you.
Yeah, not too much.
Okay, this is just a quick little interjection in here to tell you where we are in the world right now. Iran publicly rejects Trump's peace plan. Okay, keep going.
Ow.
Yeah, Iran say, bitch, you thought. But yeah, not too
Publicly
much on South
embarrassing.
Carolina. Not too much.
Every time you say something, they refute it. I mean, come on now.
Iran said, I don't want that.
They
Somebody
really
want
did.
that.
And said, we gonna tell everybody to post with your lying ass. We don't want your shit. We got you by the balls, bitch. Your saggy balls.
Ugh.
What you gonna do now?
Not a motherfucking thing. Oh my god. Okay, sorry. I digress. I just wanted to interject that in there that this is where we are right now.
No, I'm glad you said it.
Mm-hmm. Well, this next story, it's not too many interracial couples I go up for, but this one here, when it comes to Lauren and Cameron, from Love Is Blind season 1, I like them
Yeah.
a lot. And I think they we skipping this one. Well, I don't know, because it really ain't about them. It's about her and what she did with how she won this case against her
Oh
party.
no. We can talk about this. We can talk about this.
see, this is why you got to wait for me to have the title for you to just holler skip.
Listen, because you were saying shit that I Love Is Blind interracial.
But again, this is why you got to wait until you see the title. Until you, if you see the title and say skip, then I can get it. But I'm like, how she skipping? She ain't even heard what happened yet.
The trigger words right through the roof.
You say the lead up was a no.
Listen,
Oh
I don't
yeah, the
care, but I'm letting
interracial.
people. I don't really care, but I'm letting the people hear it. Okay.
Yeah, no, I really like them. Too many, not, but it's just something about them I like, and maybe it was the fact that both of them like was at a pride parade, and Lauren was on like saying "Gay rights." I said, you know what, girl, I fucks with you.
She's cute.
I can tolerate a black woman with a white man a lot better than a black man with a white woman. I don't know.
You know what? So can I. I know it's weird, and I know it's like a double standard. I know some people say it might be unfair, but it's kind of like when you have the biracial children. There's a whole thing with white mom biracials
Supremacy.
as opposed to black mom biracials. There's a difference. So yeah.
Supremacy.
No, but I don't know. I feel like, and that's just me, and I just might be just putting a little hefty dip on my chip, but I feel like it more times out of not, it's more thoughtful than black men, and when they decide to get with women, it tends to be more thoughtful and or exhausted all their options, and this happened to come into their life and they were like, well, fuck it, let's do it.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
wouldn't put
know.
down black men to go with this white man. No.
Right.
Right, exactly. It's just a lot of other factors that just kind of like, I'm like, you know what, I'm sure that
And,
sister had to endure a lot.
and they have to raise the biracial child, which the black parent can do better than the white parent to me.
I mean, we look at the proof. We've seen it.
I mean, I'm living it. I mean, I'm just saying.
And the reason I love this story so much is because my cousin actually shout out to J Lux Events. My cousin actually does this type of work. She designs these extravagant, rich ass parties. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Love Is Blind Lauren Speed gets $25,000 for ruined baby shower.
Oh my goodness.
Honey. So, Love Is Blind star Lauren Speed Hamilton says her baby shower last August was ruined by an event planner, but it may have been worth it. She was just awarded nearly $25,000 in a lawsuit over the alleged catastrophe, TMZ has learned. In court docs obtained by TMZ, Lauren says she gave Marissa Lozada at least $13,315.73 to design her baby shower, thinking she was going to get the luxury full-service event experience she says was marketed to her. But instead, she says the event began nearly an hour late with incomplete decor and visible disarray as the company scrambled to put everything together. And instead of apologizing, Lauren says Marissa shifted the blame and downplayed the problems, but that's not all that allegedly went down. Lauren claims Marissa didn't remedy the situation or take her offer of a 40% refund, which Lauren asked for in a demand letter sent back in September. But now Marissa has been ordered to pay nearly $25,000 in damages and attorney fees after failing to respond to the lawsuit. Despite the ruling, Marissa seems to think she can still fight it. Marissa tells TMZ, I am aware of the claims that have been filed and am actively addressing them through the legal system. While I cannot comment on specific details at this time, I strongly disagree with the allegations and look forward to resolving this matter appropriately. I appreciate the opportunity to have the full context brought to light. As we reported, Lauren welcomed her first baby with husband Cameron Hamilton on October 1st of 2025, a boy, Ezra William Hamilton. Lauren and Cam famously met and tied the knot during season 1 of Love is Blind. And that was the only season I watched of that. And only because everybody was stuck in the house in the pandemic and people just kept tweeting about, oh, Love is Blind, Love is Blind. I'm like, let me see what the hell everybody watching about. This got too
Was
much
that
truth
the
on
season where that man was arguing with that woman about her wig?
I don't think so. I think that happened like the following season because I don't remember anybody arguing about any wigs on the first season.
Oh, okay.
So this fool gonna spend more money fighting than she would have to have given back a 40% refund. Okay.
Just ignorance.
Mhm.
Was this out of Atlanta? This sounds like Atlanta issue.
They didn't say where it was. I was trying to see like where was the baby, where the event was going to be held, but it didn't say in this article.
You know what? Sometimes people give bad service, and y'all got to own up to that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And you had somebody come up paying you over $13,000 for a party, honey. What do you mean, like visible disarray and the shit? You were an hour late? Absolutely not. You got paid too. And I know this because like I've seen my cousin in it, and my cousin would never. She would never. And y'all see, like y'all saw the material. Y'all saw my cousin's baby shower that I showed y'all. These are $15,000, $20,000 parties, and my cousin will never be late or have visible disarray. Like she would give the people what they paid for, and Marissa should be ashamed of herself.
On time.
On time.
Because why are you ruining somebody's day? What the hell?
You're supposed to set that stuff up before anybody get there.
The night before, whatever you need to do. But
You're the event planner.
yes, and if anything needed to be pushed back, you should have told the person that something went wrong, and so that you're trying to work on fixing it, and we may need to start a little late. But for you to just let the people see this shit, ooh, child, ooh, you so unprofessional.
Yep. So shout out to Lauren. To hell with Marissa, honey. Marissa, you know this don't look good for you, girl. Like people, like they are going to really think twice before booking you for any other events after this.
Okay, and she got a following and publicity, girl. That was
And
not
people like her. Like this white woman, excuse me, this black woman is with a white man, and people actually like them. Oh wow, girl, you cool.
I mean, everybody has a bad day. If you're responsible, just accept it. Don't act like your shit don't stink.
Amen. That part.
I know my cousin would, but then again, my cousin, well, one, she would never, and then two, she's a girl of integrity, so she would never.
Some people don't have that integrity, and it's unfortunate.
Yeah, you can't be perfect all the time. Especially, I mean, if you got people who like what you do and you had successful events, don't gaslight this girl like you didn't do anything wrong.
Gaslight a pregnant girl at that. Oh, but her hormones all over the place and you fucking with her. Girl.
Well, I guess you're gonna learn today, heifer. You gonna learn today.
And how much money you gonna spend to defend this when you could have just gave her a refund? Half of it.
And let me just calculate it real quick on my because what was because if she paid 13,000
40%.
Let me get the amount so we can and all this is gonna because I just want the people to understand how this amount of money turned into $25,000. So 13 $315.73. So 40%. So that would have been a refund, y'all, of $5,326.29.
And now you gotta pay 25,000. Oh, your bad. Your bad. You stupid. Oh my gosh. Mm.
Wait. Hold on. Lauren gave Marissa $13,000. And then when the baby shower was ruined, Lauren said that she just needed a refund of only $40,000.
40%.
For
40%.
yeah, which was $5,000.
Oh, that's stupid.
Okay.
Because Marissa should have just gave her the $5,000 back.
Right then.
Okay. We all
And so
see it.
now Lauren has taken her to court,
And
and
she
she's
got
been
more.
awarded $25,000
More
in
than she
damages
even
and attorney fees.
charged her for the party. Yes, more than she even charged for the party.
And she's
Oh
gonna fight.
well.
Ain't much fight she could do.
Oh, and Lauren's the girl that's with that white man.
Yes.
Oh, and they had that baby, and they be doing all them little TikToks. Okay, and that's where y'all decided that y'all was gonna be cool with supremacy. Okay.
Wow, Moderna.
I'm not in that. I'm not in that.
Me either, because I don't know these people.
Okay.
Wow.
But I'm just saying, yeah. I would be
And
like,
I want it on again on record. I said skip it, but then the people was like, you know,
and you know what? And Chilla was just talking about accountability. So you know what? I can honestly say yes. It looks like we are okay with some parts of supremacy. If I'm okay with this relationship.
Look, and sometimes all of it ain't supremacy. Not all of it. It's a lot. But maybe this one isn't. I'm not defending them because if shit turn left and it is supremacy, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. This time, only them right now.
I think it's gonna go right because she does. If you can look at any pictures that we see her in, she never has that. You know how like there's a certain hair type that certain black women who she doesn't. She never gave that. So I think it's gonna last.
You say so.
Well, I do agree. She's not giving that look, but we'll see.
Well, let's talk about Puka Nacua.
What? Who?
I think probably the only person who know who that is Bianca.
But, is that the one who was?
Football.
The brother.
Yep. Girl, honey. So you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Puka Nacua accused of biting woman and saying "fuck the Jews." Rams, whatever WR is, that person adamantly denies.
Wide receiver.
Rams wide receiver adamantly denies.
Where is his dermatologist?
Why would he do that? Why would he? I can't. Why would somebody do that? Like that sounds crazy.
I mean, that is crazy, but where is his dermatologist though?
Oh well, clearly he ain't got one, and that's too bad for him. But whoa,
ooh,
why would
honey.
he say that?
Oh, the hair looks terrible.
Right. That I mean, that's probably he was just on the field or working. I don't know, but why would?
No, it's giving two different textures, honey.
Ooh,
And it could be because they are Polynesian, or maybe somewhere in that area.
Now he needs a
Skin texture.
dermatologist and a trichologist, huh?
Oh my Lord.
Wow.
And he also needs a publicist, apparently. And this starts off. A woman in Los Angeles claims Puka Nacua made an anti-Semitic comment and later bit her so hard he broke skin. Allegations the Rams superstar says are total BS. The alleged victim, in an application for a temporary restraining order, lays out what she claims happened on December 31st of 2025 after a group outing in Century City. The woman says the night got off to a rocky start after the 24-year-old allegedly said, "fuck all the Jews" during dinner, which distressed her. Unfortunately, the woman says the remark was just the first act in what became an escalating course of rude, or vulgar, threatening, violent, and harassing conduct by Nacua. After eating, the woman says she and her friend, along with Puka and others, got into a Sprinter van when he became touchy feely. She says Puka, out of nowhere, dropped his head into her girlfriend's lap and crotch area and bit her thumb so forcefully that she screamed in acute pain before turning to her and biting her left shoulder and breaking skin, leaving a circular imprint of his teeth. The woman included a photo of her alleged injury in her temporary restraining order application. I have the file. I'll share the when I finish reading. But the alleged victim says she went to the police a day later and filed an incident report. Unfortunately, she claims the story does not end here or end there. In March of 2026, she says a mediation conference was convened where attorneys for both sides, along with a crisis PR team, were set to discuss what allegedly went down months earlier. The woman says Nakua's team threatened to contact TMZ and other press and media outlets and to disseminate false, inaccurate, and or deliberate exaggerated public statements about the events of December 31st, 2025. Nakua's attorney, Levi McCathern, says the whole claim is nothing more than a shakedown attempt, and he says the woman has asked for millions. McCathern says the group was partying, and there was some horseplay resulting in the bite, which left nothing more than a temporary mark. As for the remark at dinner, the attorney says it's complete nonsense, telling us he's spoken to sober witnesses who claim they never heard Puka utter those words. A judge in Los Angeles denied the woman's request for a restraining order, at least for the time being. A hearing is scheduled for April 14th. And give me 1 second. So this does not. I have we have a comment saying I'm probably saying his name wrong. Nacua. Thank you, girl. I was calling him Nacua like he was like a bottle of water or something. I don't. Girl, my bad.
Sounds a
Oh
little
shit.
psychopathic. So, psychopathic, biting people and shit. That's violent.
And look at
I
that
Okay.
was
shit.
like in
Oh,
tears
that's
about his
deep.
name, honey. That shit had me in tears.
Beyonce, you was letting me call him Nacua this
Girl,
I
song.
couldn't do it. I
do
couldn't
you
do it. I
see
was just go ahead and let
this?
you do it, girl. Go ahead.
We like Nakawa.
Right.
Do
I
you
just
see
feel like
this?
How do you say his name?
it's
Nakua.
it's
Nakua.
Puka Nacua. But that
Nakua.
shit is
Puka
funny.
Nacua.
That is funny.
That sounds
Yeah,
like
That
a
that's
little
they
bad.
booty
took a
that you
picture.
might put
That's her
on
thumb.
somebody.
No, that's
No,
the chest.
That's her
The chest area. The shoulder, excuse me, shoulder.
shoulder. That is a
Oh
real bite.
hell
That's serious.
no.
But
Baby, this bike look like the shit that your dentist tell you to do when they about to set you up for braces, honey. They be like, bite down into this putty, bitch.
He tried to make it
That's a
progressive.
dental exam on her neck, bitch. What the fuck?
oh my
And from the
god.
looks of it, honey, that motherfucker need braces, okay?
Okay,
Oh,
new teeth
shit
is
all
Girl,
everywhere,
over.
oh
child.
my God. So he need a dentist too? Jesus. He needs
Orthodontist.
all the dermatologist, trichologist, therapist, dentist. My goodness.
He need
A
a
doctor?
Hilarious.
wait, but why do they keep? So something's wrong with him, right? Because he keep getting in trouble,
Oh,
I
or
think
well,
he
the
not
last
no.
story
getting.
that we talked about was his brother or something, right?
What
Yeah,
he
so his
said,
okay, there's a couple. So his brother got in trouble for stealing
killing,
a
yeah,
Laker G Leaguer's
car.
suburban or SUV.
Mm-hmm.
Then the second thing was that he was, I don't know, racist Aiden Ross bullshit. Well, he had him doing a dance that Puka didn't know was some type of anti-Semitic situation. He was just repeating a dance of what Aiden told him to do. He just thought he was doing like a TikTok dance. He didn't know he was creating some type of, you know,
Oh, so he
anti-Semitic
shouldn't
motion.
have been with around
Oh
that dude
wow.
any damn way.
That's what I
But
said. I mean, I felt bad for him because he really didn't know, but also too, why are you going to that motherfucker's stream? Like, we should know
mhm,
better.
mhm.
So that's what's happening with him. And then I guess him and his girl went through something, and then I guess he asked for paternity,
Oh,
and they, had a thing. I guess I don't know if she said that's why the baby's not yours or what. I don't
oh,
know, but I because women are quick to say that too. So he was like, "That's not my baby." Well, I want a paternity test, but it is his kid,
mm.
and his baby's little. This is not, I think maybe only like 6 months old.
No, wow.
Why would you say that, girl?
I think the most
This
surprising
baby.
part about this story, honey, well, one, me saying his last name like it was a high class bottle of water,
That
but
shit
two,
is funny.
but two, he's only 24 years old.
He's a
24.
baby. He's
24,
young.
girl.
Baby, listen,
Don't be
Gen
lifing
Z,
on these
they
folks.
they really be aging, honey.
Like
Like
Because he
this.
so
don't look
young.
A
24.
hard
He
24.
he's Polynesian, I think.
And
Yeah.
they usually look young for a long time,
Yeah, the
too.
skin usually look good, but he needs a dermatologist and he needs a trichologist for his hair.
A
He
dentist.
apparently needs an orthodontist for
A
his feet.
Orthodontist.
neurologist because his brain, I'm sure, is all rattled in there
He
from
definitely
football.
needs a neurologist, honey. You're
A
Hmm
correct.
lawyer.
While we at it, talking about
A
stuff, he needs to go
lawyer.
ahead and throw in the exorcism. Throw in the exorcism while we at it. He can use the
You're right. You're
exorcism
right.
too.
I don't know
In
who
the name of
produces
Jesus.
exorcisms.
Oh,
Oh,
He
shit.
needs it all, honey.
he need a
And
lot of it.
and it's crazy because I do feel bad for him only because he's just been in so much fucked up shit. You know what I mean? And sometimes you
Yeah.
just shit's happening and it's out of your control, and you're just like, well, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? But like, what you biting bitches for? And that's not your girl. So like, what are we really doing? Are they not together? Like, what's happening? Why are you out with random bitches and you're biting them? So, which means he was drunk because that was New Year's Eve, right? January 31st. I mean, December 31st.
Yeah.
Cannibalism is crazy.
It's crazy.
Listen.
And then there might be because for him to say, "Oh, he was around Aiden Ross," and that was his first problem, by the way. But anyway,
Hmm
um,
Look here. Look, that's the
him doing
first one.
a dance that was deemed as anti-Semitic, and then there's reports of him saying "fuck the Jews." Okay, I mean,
Girl,
Well,
Well,
it's
I
given
think
it's
that's,
given an
but
anti-Semite, honey.
well, hold on. Hold on.
yeah, go ahead, Moon, because I got.
Because I want to compare this to a situation that when people hear things and now they
Hmm
want to sue, they start adding on like random shit. Like Swiss Beats, that chick talking about what did she say the other day? I was like, girl, what? What? Why? Like you brought in Esty, like you went too far. Like stay in your lane. Now he bit you. That's more than enough. You didn't have to bring in the juice stuff. Like you didn't have to. Like you went too far. You put a little too much dip on your chip. You making it a little too salacious and audacious out of nowhere, especially in the context of he kind of got swindled by Aiden at one particular time, and like just stick with the bite. That would have worked just fine.
hmm
That's what I was thinking. What do you think, Slayonka? Bianca.
She
she
might be
probably had to
here.
get some work done.
No, my bad. Because when my screen goes black, cuts my mic. I can hear y'all, but it cuts my mic. But
Oh,
when someone says "fuck the Jews," but when someone else says, "f the N words," why is that not anti anything? Why is that such not a
Well, no, no,
suable
no. It's
offense?
anti-blackness, honey.
No, what I'm saying
It's
is why is that not
anti-blackness.
a what I'm
Yeah,
saying is why
the
is that not
response
a
to it.
suable
Yeah.
what did the word did I say? A suable
Offense.
offense. Yeah,
Yeah.
like I don't
You know
understand
why?
that.
You
I've
know
Well, but
seen people sue over anti-blackness. They just won't win because
and
of
that's the
white
problem that
supremacy.
I have. Like it
Hmm.
all should be categorized as the same thing.
right.
You know what
And
I'm saying?
racism too.
Right.
Take
And
your
that's all I'm
job
saying.
and everything.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. I just
I
feel
agree.
like why is that where you can't say anything about any
No.
Jewish person and then
mm,
but everyone can say and do and treat black people any type of way and it's just
mm.
not as
Or
serious or
other
it's not treated the
minorities.
same. Exactly. I'm just using that
Hmm.
as an example. But yes,
You
Yeah,
any
yeah,
right.
yeah.
minority.
You sure right.
They
Yeah.
Right. You
seem
see
to
it right there on
believe
X.
they tend to believe they are above reproach when we have um
Well, the United States lets them be above reproach.
Well, honey, the days has come because let me tell you something. Russia told them to take your passport and go somewhere and go on, but not here. So the times have come now, where now the times have changed, and that is not what then all of state of Russia and Putin is also anti-Semitic. Well, then let that be it. Where are the
look,
trumpets and where are the
Europe is anti-Semitic anyway because that's why they are where they are now because Great Britain wanted them out
Nobody
of
wants.
mhm.
Hmm
And so
I
now
could
they
say
up there.
something real ugly right now, but I ain't gonna put it on the recorded line. But boy, I had a thought cross my head.
Okay, but what I'm saying is that this is how the society over the 50 years have just put them in such a place where they can't even be scrutinized. I'm sorry, Bibi Netanyahu is a mass killer, and I don't care if he's Jewish, he's a mass killer. His religion has nothing to do with anything. He's a mass killer, and so we can't skip over that part. I'm sorry, like please, just because he's Jewish, we can't say nothing about him. That's
Well,
not how
no,
that
stop
works.
saying I'm sorry because you're definitely correct. He is a mass murderer.
Yes,
Proven.
That's
no,
okay.
please
Proven.
But you
do.
talk
He's
about the
committed
Holocaust,
several
baby,
war
and
crimes.
they go crazy when you talk about the Holocaust. But this motherfucker's blowing up apartments and children, and you
They're
know,
He's
literally
literally destroying a
genocide. They're
murdering
whole
people.
part
killing
of
the
land.
Palestinian people.
Still,
But that's the whole thing too. Like, how are you becoming whom you're basically, they put a mirror in front of their
Yes,
face is really what
yes,
they
and they are
did.
becoming yes,
They
yes.
are
murdering
the
people.
people that they deem unworthy, or you
Yes,
know,
They were
it's,
persecuted and all that.
yeah, it's just so wild to
Mhm.
me. Like, the world, we're in the upside down, and I
yes,
want to
we are.
stand up straight.
Okay, no, for real. No, it's serious. Like how bad the Nazis were and all that. He's
Mhm.
literally like
He's
there
one.
are people that are going into the West Bank and burning down people's homes, kicking them out of the home.
Still, yep,
To this day, they're still killing Palestinians
still
while
doing.
he's simultaneously bombing other places. Are we
Mhm.
fucking okay out here?
He
They
Because
as
are
Jew
not,
as Hitler,
Moon.
baby.
They are not.
He worse
And
than
I'm
I'm
gonna
Hitler.
tell
like,
you,
oof,
and I don't agree with the Holocaust. I don't believe it, because
no, of course not.
I'll never. First of all, I'm never gonna get over slavery. I don't care what people say, and I don't think they should get over the Holocaust. However, I do
Nobody
believe,
does.
right, but however, I do believe that there is a difference in treatment as far as the Holocaust and slavery is concerned.
Oh
But
yeah,
that's also a problem I have. And I'm not on a recorded line saying that I'm an anti, Semitic person or nothing, but I just feel like there is a disproportionate amount of attention, respect, and all the things. And I
Yeah.
just feel like that has to
Yeah.
change at some point, and
hmm
maybe
Well,
these
none of
are the
us are
times where it
anti-Semitic.
changes.
None of us are. But when you say things like that, they automatically interpret it as that. I mean, it's going to
Hmm.
be interpreted as that even if you're not. So
you're
that's the whole problem
anti-Semitic.
with it. You
It's
can't
like,
criticize them. You
and I'm
can't.
like, no,
Right.
that's not how that works. That's not how that literally. That's not how that works.
Remember the whole Jamie Foxx debacle? A phrase that black people have been saying for the long, girl, to kill Jesus, so they'll do it to you too. And the whole
Hmm.
Period.
time, they was, oh, wait, that was anti-Semitic. And Jennifer Aniston tried to center herself in the whole. I'm like, this is crazy. What the hell is going on?
And you
But
agree, girl?
I think Reddit.
was that before or after his hospitalization?
That was
I thought that
before.
was before. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I was just questioning.
Not you putting it out there.
He claimed they getting
It
ready
was
for the
just a
coming of Christ.
question.
I'm like, do they really think Christ is gonna, you know, uh, big up what the fuck he's doing? Like he's gonna come and say, "Oh, good job, Jews."
Not my
Do they
lord.
really think that?
Not my lord.
I don't
Mm-mm,
know.
mm-mm, mm.
And I don't condone any attack on Jewish people
Ever.
anywhere around the world. Right?
Agreed.
it's horrible.
I
But
agree.
also, people in your religion can be criticized without it being anti-Semitic, and I
Correct.
don't care. I will say it till I'm blue in the face. Like
Well, why are
that's not
people
how that works.
attacking y'all because of what y'all doing to other people?
What BB Netanyahu, y'all need to be working on getting him out of there. Y'all need to figure that out because he is the worst PR for y'all.
And not
Well,
that I don't agree with you, Moon, but if that's the case, then we need to do what we need to do to get this rapist
Oh no shit.
felon motherfucker out of here too.
Well, well, come on now. Like you
I'm
saying
just
nothing but
saying.
you
I'm
know
just
that.
saying. I agree with you. I agree with you
hmm
because
I wish these folks would get together and get him out because this is stressful. It's
Israel is why
hurtful.
we in this fucking war.
Hmm.
Oh, BB Nation, girl, he been trying to get somebody to attack Iran since the '90s, and you know who did? The idiot, the dunce. He did it,
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I
and
feel
got
sorry
y'all babies out there.
for any Jew being attacked. But
hmm
the thing is, a lot of the Jews feel exactly like he does. They don't care about some of the things, and I know a lot of the videos y'all probably didn't see, and a lot of them I didn't watch, but I watched some of the videos they showed of these soldiers, what they were doing when they were attacking Gaza. Baby, the
It's nasty.
cruelty is so much like slavery. Like the things they would do to these people was just like, how can you humanly treat another human this way and call
Disgusting.
yourselves Christians? I mean, it was fucking disgusting.
Mm-mm.
And a lot
And
of
then
them
use
were
religion to
laughing about it.
justify.
Yeah, they were
Correct.
laughing. The people was, barbecuing when them people was hungry. They was barbecuing and saying the smoke and smell was going over there, and they was ha 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 ha. And
It's
now
so
that they
nasty.
shit getting bombed and the Iron Dome ain't catching all them bombs, and now they got the children are scared. Oh,
They
you
want all the
think?
Oh,
sympathy in
now
the
we
world,
worried
don't
about
they?
somebody's children. Oh, now we
Yeah,
supposed to be worried.
yeah, we worried about the Jewish children, but you didn't worry about the Palestinian children. Come on now. Now, not all
Listen,
Jews agree with what's going
right,
on. I'm not
right,
saying that, but
right.
a lot of them do.
Well, I'll say this. I don't agree with what Iran is doing, but I
No.
understand what's happening.
Yep.
Hmm.
I
And that's
understand what's
and
happening.
that's the thing. Like black Americans are stuck in this country with
Hmm.
some crazy lunatic doing some shit we don't approve of. And I'm
Hmm.
sure there are Jewish people over in Israel who are like,
Many
"What
more.
are you doing? Like, this is horrible. Why are you doing this?" And
Yep.
what can one person do when you've got
They can't.
Duran's leader? He was supposed to be arrested and in jail. That's my thing. I was like, how did he get back out and back as a leader? Who fucked that up?
Well, and so with that being said about this whole war situation, but you're right, and they have upped the age. I'm sure you guys saw that they've
I
upped the
saw that.
age, the draft age.
To
So it
what?
went from 34
40,
to
40,
42.
42.
Oh well,
Yeah.
I passed that too. You
Honey, I
can't
got
get
two
me.
years, and I ain't never want to be so much older in my life.
They can't drag me. I'm over that too.
I will
42.
go to
Well,
jail. I'm not
that
go.
you
I'm
can
not,
go in the
honey. No.
service now for the
Yeah, yeah.
draft. I mean, they're not drafting people, but for
Not
you to be
yet.
able to
Yeah,
go
they
in the
didn't. I
Not
don't
service,
know.
yet.
yeah,
Well,
not yet.
yeah.
Look here.
And I ain't never been so thankful for homophobia in my life, because you know they don't want my faggot ass up in them damn uniforms. So you know
Look,
what? Yeah, let me.
The way you gonna show up in a dress and some lipstick and shit.
It
oh,
might,
that's it.
it might.
You know what? Just so you got both first. Shit. The
Matter of
president
fact,
did
I'm
it.
changing my name to Miss Lawrence, and I do
Mm-mm.
hair.
Yeah, because they got
Okay.
didn't they get rid of Don't Ask, Don't Tell? They's like, no, we don't want no homosexuals in here. Period.
Well, they got rid of it on paper.
Oh, okay. Uh,
Because ask one of the military couples, honey, about them getting some marriage benefits, honey. You probably hear a whole different, but
oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah. Well, if he put boots on the ground, it's gonna be a problem because a lot of people gonna die.
Yeah, they gonna get y'all children killed. Y'all thought he was good for the country. Oh, Jesus. I need to, ooh,
I
I
gotta
wake
realize,
up and be like so pissed off every day.
don't be that way. You can't, you can't
I
let it.
know, but every day he's in
Can't.
office, I'm like, it's fucking chaos out here. It is
It is,
literal chaos. Chaos.
and I feel what you feeling. I really do. But then I really have to catch myself
Yeah.
and think meditative thoughts and get out of it because if
Mm-hmm.
you let that be your focus every day, it'll be a problem for you. And I
Mm-hmm.
get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong, because sometimes I just feel like it's so hopeless. Like you just want to shed tears over this bullshit. Like why
Mm-hmm.
do they not see what we see? Why are they letting him do this and that and the other and whatever the stupid shit he's talking about? Like why are they letting him get away with it? But you just
I
cannot
know.
let that take over your brain. You just can't do it.
Yeah, and so many people are affected mentally. Like
They
it's
are.
taking a toll on every person in America, like mentally, like it
Yeah,
is affecting us.
it
This
is.
constant chaos.
It
No
is.
one
All the
should live
people
like
that's out
this.
of work and fired because of their skin color because they were DEI, and now we got some of the dumbest motherfuckers in
The dumbest
taking the
people
place.
on the
The
planet.
real DEI is the problem. You hear me? This
Oh,
DEI they doing now is sucks.
oh,
When we hired
oh.
qualified, top knowledge
They got
degree
rid of all
people
the smart people. They got
because
rid
of their skin color. They DEI, they DEI, and now this new DEI, baby,
ain't got a lick of nothing. Ain't got a
child,
brain cell.
January sixes and people with associate degrees and
Oh, that
no
then he
no
well, it was a shock that he
war
was a
experience.
senator, but Oklahoma, I can, you know
Uh,
what? When they said he's from Oklahoma, I was like, well, I guess so.
they'll tell
I
you
see where
everything.
I got it.
Yeah.
And the I just saw that video of who some of those people were on. They were the part of the what's it Elon Musk brought into the government? What were they called
Oh,
when
the
they were
Doge. Uh,
the
uh,
Doge?
yeah, the Doge
And
people, them
the
children.
motherfucker couldn't even answer what is DEI. He literally couldn't answer it.
He didn't know.
He didn't. He was like, whatever the outline was, that's what we followed was the out. No, I'm asking you, what does DEI? Your answer, what it means. He couldn't give it.
No.
Wouldn't give it. I said,
Yeah.
oh
Mm-mm.
God, we are
Yeah.
in.
He should have said, "That's what I am." DEI.
Okay.
Here, the
That
Mm,
part.
definition right here.
mm, mm,
And remember,
mm.
I told y'all, like in corporate worlds, I know with two different companies, I won't, my circle knows which, my past two jobs I'm talking about. But I was, so one of them I was part of the culture club, and the other one when I was part of the DEI panel, and both of them had like DEI training sessions that we had to do as well. And both of them had some that one. The common denominator in both of those trainings were the DEI classes were to teach people of color how to be comfortable around white people or how to like because pretty much like the things that it was saying in there were like oh well white men feel oppressed because there's a this notion that they all may be suffering mental health issues and they all may shoot things, and I'm like, well, the evidence shows us
That they
uh
qualified. They were
uh,
teaching something totally different.
so yeah, it's this to be if you ask me, and I'm sure it's not the same like across every company, but these DEI trainers they need to be revamped. And
Well, sure.
'cause that's why everybody a lot I'm not saying, like, this is why a lot of people who are not black, like, have this really vast misunderstanding of exactly what D like, huh, this is for your ass too, like, especially if you not, like, not white.
Right.
So
But they think their proximity to white and that trying to be uh not lumped in as black or around black folks, but quiet as kept. I don't understand how. And this is the thing, I don't understand how y'all don't know that when black people win rights for us, it benefits everybody else more than it does us. White women, Asians, anybody else,
Yeah.
they benefit at a higher rate than we do. And then they don't want to, then they're like, no, I'm gonna get it on my own merit. Oh bitch, you in America, there is no own merit. That is
Child.
not. Please,
Child.
please be fucking for real.
They
And
don't
let me tell you,
realize until they fuck around and find out.
and when that was the quickest fuck around and find out, when them Asian folks, I don't know who set them up to fight. I'm sure it was backed up by some white person who was like, you need to do it, we gonna do it, and told them, oh, we don't need what is it,
affirmative action.
affirmative action, we can get on our own merits. Oh
Baby, the
baby.
tweet that came out after that. My son has a 400 uh score in college, and he got 17 committees he's on, and he's done community service, and he didn't get into Harvard nor all these other colleges. We
Mhm.
I
told
tell
you,
you, man.
We literally tried to tell you,
literally,
literally.
he's a genius, and he didn't make any of those colleges.
Baby,
Yeah, he showed did.
baby.
Well, baby, I got some news to break to you, honey. You was never a genius.
It's just craziness. It's their anti-blackness has really, it really has pigeonholed other people. Like, what is it, the model minorities that want to be stuck up white folks' ass, and slowly but surely they finding out.
They are, because look at all the construction and farm jobs that have been lost These people are suffering, especially the smaller companies who had small crews, not building whole
Mm-hmm.
neighborhoods, but just doing roofs and little stuff like that. Those
Mm-hmm.
people are have
Handiwork.
they can't find people that's qualified to do it. What those
Mm-mm.
Hispanic people could do, the
Where's all the white people? Where's all the
well,
white
the
people that was
people
gonna
that
get these
do
jobs?
tried, they be turning over the wheelbarrow, trying to do the cement and all. And they damn sure aren't as fast as they are. It's
Mm-mm.
just it's not equivalent. You can't just these people have to do this to survive in their country. They do some of everything. Over here, you gotta train people to do, cement and stuff. These people from Mexico, they learn how to do it out of need because they can't afford to pay nobody to do it. So somebody know Juan who can get on the roof, somebody know Jose who can do the cement, this guy
Mm-hmm.
can do the brick, this guy can do floors, paint. They do all that stuff out of need. And then they come over here with those skills, and white people, oh, they got all our jobs. But now these people can't find nobody to work for them because they not qualified.
Not qualified, don't know how to do it, don't
Don't
want to
know how to
work the
do it.
hours, don't want to work in the sun,
No.
don't want to do none of the hard labor.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And I mean, if you go back to when Trump first got in office and they were building that plant in one of them southern state plant, it was like the Asian folks were over there to help build it and do
Oh
all the
yeah,
things.
teach them.
And that
Right.
and that white lady called and called the people on, you just fucked off so many jobs for the Americans with your stupid ass.
They're
Like the
gonna set it up
stupidity.
and teach them and let the Americans take over, but she blew all that out the
Oh
water.
my God. It's like y'all stupidity is just, it's mind numbing. And y'all keep shooting yourselves in the face with the stupidity because y'all so fucking dumb.
Just fucking stupid.
Y'all let these rich people pump in this racism into to tell you that somebody else is getting what you not getting. You dumb motherfuckers are dumb as fuck.
And then what
And
happened?
y'all,
The whole project is closed. Then nobody take over it.
nobody's getting nothing done. Now the town is not getting no jobs. You
Nothing.
stupid motherfucker. And I'm talking in y'all like with the hard ER, you stupid motherfuckers. And y'all keep falling for the same. It's a definition of insanity. Year after year, decade after decade, century after century, y'all keep falling for the racism
Same
instead of going to the rich people who are actually taking food, money, everything from you. You
from you, from everybody.
This is why
from
I'm at a point in
everybody.
my life where it is a hard line for me. I'm not excusing it. I'm not making any excuses for it. No, fuck that. Get away from me. Get your stupid ass away from me. You are literally making my life harder. Bye.
Literally.
And we're
It's
supposed
like
to try to get along and communicate with these people and try to be kind. Kind.
mm-mm.
These people
It's
would shoot
lit.
you in the back so quick. Come on,
Oh
man.
my God. It's the definition. We have been going through this century after century, decade after decade, with
Haven't learned shit.
And
rich
this
people
is
telling you others are your problem instead of
and
you.
I just have to say, this is exactly why I had, and I know I'm not gonna like, this is not gonna be a favorite to hear of, amongst a lot of people. But when it comes, especially like the conversations I've had with a lot of Generation X and a lot of baby boomers, it was all
Hmm.
and black ones I'm talking about. It was
Hmm.
almost as if it was this real, I don't know, because I feel like y'all have had too much life experiences, especially boomers who have had to live through Jim Crow. And you
Hmm.
notice how a lot of them seem to be excusing like either anti-blackness or white supremacy at this point. Oh well, they all are going. It's like their campaign. Well, you can't. We all guys, kids. You can't judge nobody
I
for
was
who
gonna
they voted
say,
for.
I put that on
Well, this
them
boomer
Christian
ain't.
folks. Put them on the
Exactly.
Christian folks.
Honey, my favorite boomer, honey, my chiller would never. But
Never.
like,
Mm-mm.
unfortunately, a lot of your peers, and you probably even heard it like yourself amongst like, but it's a lot of, and I'm just like, okay, no, because I just can't imagine
Well,
myself with the life that I've lived, even at it's close to 40 as I am now, and there's just some things I'm like, no,
would you tell us? What you be telling us every day? Christofascism.
yep.
That is exactly when you talk about them people. That's exactly who you talking about. The people who have been brainwashed to believe in and don't now mind you. Now I'm gonna set this preface because we on a recorded line. I do believe in God. I do believe in a higher power. But I do not believe in their white Jesus. I don't believe in their white Christianity. I'm sorry, I do not.
No, because they use it to beat people over the head with it. They start wars
Yes.
and shit in the name of that. They abuse women. They abuse children.
Hmm.
Miss me with that bullshit.
So yes, no, I don't believe in the white Judeo-Christian whatever. And when you talk about them, you are talking about those crystal fashion. Yeah. You're talking about them because I know exactly who you're talking about. Because my mama was a boomer and my uncle's a boomer, and I was raised around boomers, and they don't play that shit at all.
I'm like, y'all was the pioneers. Y'all was one that taught me how to do the shit, radicalize me. And I'm like, I'm seeing a lot of, and I feel like the ones with sense seem to be outnumbered from my point of view.
Oh, well,
So,
and I'm sure with you having your connection down south, you see a lot more of that.
woo,
Yeah.
girl, yes. Ooh, Lord, yes.
Well,
So it's
nobody I
something.
know that's boomers, among my relatives feel that way. But I get what you're saying. It's definitely a problem. You
Shout
know.
out to
And
y'all. I think I might need to move over there with your relatives, honey. Move around some people with some damn sense.
honey, it's just crazy. Cause I mean, you see the videos of these pastors, like that one pastor. I was beside myself. That was the day I would have had to walk out of church. I'm sorry, sir. What? You want me to bring you my tax returns? You got me fucked up. I would have lost all my Christianity that day. I'm
Even
sorry.
the
What?
African American preachers have gone off the rails. They out
Exactly.
there begging for money. One man said, "I see 10 people that's gonna see $20,000. If you open a credit card, if you wanted a Birkin bag, you would go out there and get a credit card. If you got to get a
Crazy.
credit card,
When I say
do that
scam,
to donate to the church. You want me to go in debt?
scam,
Huh?
The way I would
scam.
have been cussing in that motherfucking building,
Okay.
honey,
The
listen.
way they are scamming so hard and
Ain't
using
doing shit for
Jesus,
the community, but
no,
taking their money.
no, and they still falling for it,
Yeah.
baby. Mm-mm. Maybe I'm too woke. I didn't seen too much.
No,
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
the
he got me
church.
with that whole "I want to see your tax returns." That shit had me in a daze. Like, excuse the
What?
fuck out of me. My tax man is lucky that he sees my tax
That he see
returns.
them right.
Okay.
Shit. And
ATMs
that's
in the
only because he
churches.
trying to give me some money or see how much I owe. So this white man ain't looking for me. You know what I'm saying? Uncle Tom or whatever, Uncle Sam, that motherfucker looking for
Both
me.
apply. Both
You
apply.
know? Mm-mm. One of them uncles, honey.
No,
Yeah,
but
baby.
it's the truth.
It's a
And
mess.
I mean, even what was a BB? Well, not BB. What's the other wine is where he talk about just talking to that woman crazy? Like for what? What do you get off of that? I don't care what. Look, let me tell you. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now. I don't give a fuck who you are. I literally listen to me clearly. I do not give a fuck who you are. You will not talk to me. And that's I have one parent. I had two parents, but both of my parents is gone, and they didn't talk to me like that. So there will be no reason why somebody else out on the street is gonna talk to me that type of way.
Shit, even my parents don't even talk to me crazy. I was
So
Your pastor talk to you like that? Your pastor?
Listen.
Hell
While
no.
begging for money. How about that?
okay,
That I can't.
Mm-mm.
Listen.
and you
Mm-mm.
wanna reprimand me because I didn't do it the way you wanted in front of all these people? Bitch, you got me fucked up.
The way I would have told him to ask for his side piece for that money he looking
Ooh,
for.
Let me tell you, because I've had to tell people before, there's two things I don't like. One, you're not going to talk to me any kind of way. I didn't
Right.
fought too hard to be fucking grown for another grown person to talk to me like a child. I got two parents that both gone. Ain't nobody going to talk to me like I'm their fucking child. Please fucking believe that.
We can
Two,
conversate all day long, but not like
you
talk to
talk
me.
to me with some motherfucking respect.
Yeah.
that part.
And then, and then also, don't threaten me. I can't, I don't do well with threats
Mm-mm.
at all. Them is the two things. Don't threaten me and don't talk to me like you my motherfucking parent. Cause please
Like somebody
believe I don't.
I
Mm,
don't do tests well.
I do not.
Well, why
Me
y'all brought
neither,
up
Moon. I don't do a threat. I don't do a threat very nicely, honey. Talk about I'm gonna
Mm-mm.
call the cops. I'm gonna call the cops for you. How about that? Like
Oh,
I would whatever you threaten me with, we doing it right now, and you gonna
yeah,
watch me do
right,
it.
motherfucking now, right now. And I don't know what happened in my life that that triggers me so bad, but do not threaten me ever.
well, I
We
ain't
going
threatening
down.
anybody. Like,
Whatever you threaten, we gonna do it right now.
don't threaten. I mean, I don't think it's a good idea to threaten anybody. Like, it's
Yeah. Some people you could threaten them, I guess, but I ain't the one.
not definitely. Well, you could try. It just won't get you far. I would say don't. I guess what we're learning is don't threaten an Aries or Cancer. Most of us are
Or a
willing to go to
Pisces.
the
I mean,
extreme.
Or
shit.
Pisces.
Or
Or
Pisces.
a Libra. I mean, I'm just saying. If you threaten somebody, you better make good. You know what they say? If you're gonna pull a weapon, you better make sure you're ready to use it.
Hmm.
Same thing applies. If you're gonna threaten me, you better make sure you're gonna follow up on that motherfucking threat. Please.
Well, while y'all were mentioning parenting, was like, well, how people parents don't even talk, like my parents don't even talk to me crazy, so a preacher damn show ain't. So let's talk about parents, honey. Because the last time I brought up this story, there was actually a skip story about Cyndi Lauper's son,
Oh
Dick
yeah.
or Declan. But
Yeah.
girl, there is more information. Because remember what we learned before the story was skipped was that he allegedly sexually assaulted somebody.
Uh,
Girl, the person
yes.
that he allegedly assaulted is now going after his daddy, bitch.
His
Mm-mm.
daddy.
His dad, bitch. And y'all, a lot of y'all probably remember his dad because his dad's an actor. He's been in Law and Order SVU. I remember him from Home Alone 3. So he's been around for quite some time. But
Oh.
you see where it says here by way of TMZ, Cyndi Lauper's son, Declan, allegedly sexually assaulted woman, new lawsuit claims. And then it talks about how his dad done got into it.
Oh.
So,
Okay.
Cyndi Lauper's son, rapper Declan Dex Lauper, sexually assaulted a woman in a New York City apartment after she refused to perform oral sex on him, at least according to a new lawsuit. The suit, obtained by TMZ, alleges Dex invited the woman over in November of 2020 and sent her money for private car transportation. But when she arrived, she claims he seemed agitated and they disagreed about her performing fellatio. She says when she insisted on leaving, Dex took her phone and threatened to break the device if she did not perform oral sex on him. She claims he pushed her onto his bed with his genitals exposed, held her arms down, and forcibly smothered his genitals over her mouth. The woman also claims Dex called her a bitch and a nigger and told her no one would believe her if she ever repeated what happened between them. Dex is not being sued for the alleged sexual assault. Instead, the woman is suing Cindy's husband, David Thornton. The woman claims David enabled the alleged sexual assault because he leased the penthouse and knew of his son's violent and sexually abusive propensities, including prior sexual violence against women and prior settlements of claims of similar conduct.
What?
She claims Dex's ex, loving hip hop New York star Brittany Taylor, made public claims in 2018 alleging Dex was physically and verbally abusive during their romantic relationship. And she says David knew about the allegations but failed to make any action to supervise, restrict, or prevent his son from using the premises to perpetuate sexual violence.
Well, go, girl.
The woman says she suffered physical injuries, pain and suffering, emotional distress, humiliation, embarrassment, stress and anxiety, loss of self esteem and self confidence, and emotional pain and suffering as a result of the alleged sexual assault. And she's going after Cindy's husband for damages. We've reached out to
Mm.
Cindy's camp. So far, no word back.
I didn't know Cindy was still married. Okay.
Yeah,
I,
honey, they've been married for years.
Well,
I,
I looked it up.
And I guess probably because I'm saying he plays a real slimy DA a real slimy defense attorney on Law and Order SVU. And
Oh.
usually he's always defending the bad guys.
yeah.
So that's where I know him from.
Well, your son done got you hemmed up, baby.
Okay.
I love to see it, to be honest. I'm like, you
Me
know
too.
what? Like, especially if you had prior knowledge. And I didn't realize that when they said his ex was Brittany, I didn't realize it was the one from Love and Hip Hop. I was like, oh shit. So
Yeah,
that was the one.
he had to know
Hmm.
with the previous events. Yeah, he knew. So now look at you. You letting your son go buck wild. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's
I mean, I know
crazy.
he grown and you can't control a grown man, but if you enabling him and his ability to do what he's doing, yeah.
And
Oh
apparently
boy.
he liked to call black women niggas, huh?
Oh, and oh no, that is no bueno.
Nasty work.
Mm-hmm. Sorry,
Mhm.
Cindy. Mm, mm.
What's in to say? Old rapists just want to have fun, but they can't. Not in this world. They cut that shit
Mm-mm.
off.
Hey, we need to start doing them like they do in Italy. Rapists and pedophiles are castrated and chemically castrated. I don't know why we're not doing that. And let's take
Because
it a step
oh,
further.
I'm gonna
Take the
tell you
fingers
why.
off.
'Cause over here, it could all be so simple, right? But over here, what's happening is that the real pedophiles are pointing fingers at trans and gay people. It's like, oh, look, those are the predators. Those are the predators.
White
So
supremacy strikes again.
there we go. So we just have to be really careful about because you see how were so easy to do it in Tennessee, right? Because it sounded like a good idea in theory. We're gonna eliminate, not bring anybody, any sexual offense or sexual offenders around children or whatever. It sounds like a great idea, but look at who they are calling sexual offenders. And I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
but when the
okay.
real ones get caught, they don't want to be castrated, so they not gonna let that happen because some of them do get caught. So they're not going for that.
Mhm. I would love for it too, but it's like they honey, this
And I think it's
Mm-hmm.
been also proven that even though you chemically castrate the genitals or whatever, the actual problem is in the brain, and it doesn't
Mm-hmm.
stop them from trying to abuse in
That's why I
whatever
said we should
way
cut off
that
their
they can.
fingers.
Yeah, they're saying that doesn't really work because it's a mental issue and not just a physical genital issue.
So you're
mhm.
So,
just saying put them down, huh?
well,
Well, I mean, we don't want to say it on a recorded line, but all right.
or wherever, don't let them out because the recidivism rate is
Yeah, you
what
can't fix
after
that.
100%, they're gonna offend again when they do that.
Yeah,
Yeah, lock them
you
up
can't
forever.
fix that. You
Now you
can't
can't
fix
fix
that.
it. Now I don't know about putting them down, but yeah, lock them up.
I mean, they say, if the castration don't work, what you do next? What's your last option?
Don't let them out of prison. That's the only thing I can see.
Look,
Cause
I'm
you
over here like Brandon Hunt in that 211 album. I'm gonna put it down. You're gonna put it up. If you put it down right, I'm gonna put their ass down.
how you want to play Brandon
What?
song in there?
Wait a minute, because when you said he put his stuff in her face, look here, he would have. Girls, you got teeth for reasons. You
You put
could. You,
put your
Mhm.
teeth marks on it.
what? Took it smooth off.
Probably was scared though. You think you do that, your man might kill you. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. And you
Well,
over his
guess
house
what?
too? Yep.
Guess what?
He
When
gonna have to.
you do something, they be in so much shock and pain. You giving yourself time to get the fuck up out of there.
Well, that's true. That's a
Cause
very
the
long.
way that they little stuff be, whew,
I'd
you
have
bite
tore a
down
chunk
hard
out that
enough,
motherfucker.
his ass probably paralyzed with pain. You could have got out of there. Remember,
bite,
ladies,
bite and snatch. Take a piece out.
okay? And
Yeah, you
also
will get.
remember, thumbs and eyeballs. You can pop the motherfuckers out. What a motherfucker gonna do with his eyeballs is hanging out his head? Hmm?
Oh.
Hmm? What you gonna do?
Okay, girl.
I'm just saying. Self defense, ladies. Somebody's over you and you got your hands are free and you trying to scratch. No, go for my eyeballs. Pop
Yeah.
them out. It's you or them. And it best be them.
Mhm. Well, speaking of is it you or them or me or you, honey? Remember, we talked about this couple that neither one of us know about because it's from that show, The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. But we
Hmm.
did touch on how Jordan Nagatakura filed a restraining order against his wife, tried to get a temporary restraining order against his ex Jesse, while while after he filed for divorce. Because I even said like it's really funny for a Mormon man to be the one to file for divorce. Well,
And
honey, when it comes to that temporary restraining order, it looks like the judge done denied that. And yes, honey, and you see where it says Jordan Nagatakura denied restraining order against ex Jesse Draper. So I won't read this entire story because it has like a lot of repeat information for what we already went over. But just the new information says the Secret Lives of Mormon Wife star Jesse Draper just got a small victory in her divorce from Jordan Nagatakura. Jordan's request for a temporary restraining order against her was just denied, TMZ has learned. Page Six was the first to report the temporary restraining order, which Jesse opposed. It was tossed out by a judge. Jordan filed the request as part of their ongoing divorce case, which began Thursday after 5 years of marriage and 2 children together. So I'm just going to stop it there. So, yep, that temporary restraining order was denied. And Jessie done took herself onto the Call Her Daddy podcast, and she done let the chopper sing, baby. She said that he was pretty much trying to Jordan is like a narcissist pretty much, and pretty much used to try to threaten her, like alleging that she was an abuser on social media and all of that. So she honey, I was like, oh. And especially with the way this temporary restraining order was denied, I don't know, it might be some truth to what she was saying. But then again, I'm not a good person to ask because I've never seen the show and I don't know any of these people. But I do know this is juicy as hell, and I'm loving it. I'm following it.
Well, that's a
But
narcissistic move to flip the switch and try to make it look like the other person's the problem.
yup.
I mean, that's like their main move. That's the backbone.
Wow.
And you see how it says here by TMZ, Jesse Draper says husband Jordan blackmailed her with Marciano affair. Oh, we have a comment saying, why are all the women from this show so violent? Mormonism? I don't know. Allegedly. I don't know. But let's see what, so this is about a minute and a half long. Let's see what Jesse has to say about this. Whenever TMZ wants to show us the video. Oh, here we go.
So it's funny because when he filed the divorce, I ended it, and it's, irreconcilable differences is what we're saying. But he put in the papers that we ended it because I had an affair. And he's talking about Marciano, the person I kissed a year and a half ago. That's what he put as the reason. And I was like, what? We've worked through that. It's already been proven on TV that I didn't sleep with him. So crazy. But the ironic thing about that is I do have proof and screenshots that when season 1 dropped, I had an escort service reach out to me, and they sent me screenshots of his phone number and messages. And he was trying to meet up with them. He got a hotel room, and I have all of that. It got to a point where he was blackmailing me with the Marciano texts, and he had them on a draft on his phone on TikTok. And anytime he was mad at me, he's like, I'm going to post them. I'm going to ruin your life. So we were fighting over this Pilates stuff, and he was like, I'm gonna post the TikToks. And so I went to go grab his phone. I was like, Jordan, no, like at this point, no one knew about what I had done. And I was like, you're gonna ruin my life, like blah, blah, blah. And my business too. Like I employ 50 people, like this could ruin everything. And he goes, so he's like, okay. And I'm freaking out. So I'm like trying to get his phone. I'm like kind of chasing him, trying to get it. He pulls out his phone, starts recording me, and he's like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be like Taylor? Should I call the cops? And I was like, whoa.
And the Taylor she's referring to is the girl from who just lost The Bachelor that we talked about. So yeah. So Jordan, you looking like the problem here, honey. I have to say.
Definitely.
Well, that is that on that. I have 3 more stories left. This next story is for my, so after talking shit about my Gen Xers, I'm gonna give them a story, because this next story is for y'all, for real. Menudo, honey. Any Gen X Menudo fans up in here? I think I see one. Hey, girl. But so Draco Rosa from Menudo. So he's actually being sued currently. And you see where it says here by way of TMZ, ex-Menudo member Draco Rosa's ex-wife says he owes her more than $200,000. Y'all, when I tell y'all this story is crazy. So it starts off, former Menudo member Draco Rosa is being dragged into another court battle with his ex-wife, Angela Alvarado. She says he's been siphoning money from a retirement account that belonged to both of them and now owes her more than $200,000. In court documents obtained by TMZ, Angela claims a shared account worth $508,439 when they divorced has now dwindled to $34,510 due to several withdrawals Draco allegedly made between 2019 and 2024. So that's a lot of damn money. Over $450,000 in a 5-year period. But anywho, it goes on. As a result, Angela is requesting the judge award her 100% of the remaining money in the account and order Draco to pay the balance of $219,710 she says she's still owed. She also wants the judge to hit Draco with sanctions in the amount of $8,719 for making her spend money on lawyers to go to court over the situation. Remember, Draco filed to divorce Angela in 2019 after nearly 30 years of marriage. The singer is best known as a former member of the super famous Latin boy band Menudo. During his time with the band, he formed a bond with bandmate Ricky Martin and later worked as a producer and songwriter for Ricky's Livin' La Vida Loca. Let me see how much money. I'm gonna say exactly how much money Angela said that his ass done took over that 5 years. So he said that it started off with $508,439 and now has dwindled down to $34,510. So he has allegedly withdrawn $473,929 from their retirement account. That is a lot of money.
That's almost all of it.
Yes, to be withdrawn for your retirement. Like he must have been. Okay. So we have a comment saying he was the lead singer, always on the front and center. I told you we got some Menudo fans up in here. But yes, honey. I was like, oh, and really, because of that person, that's the only reason I even did this story. Well, that's that on that. I will follow this story, and I want to actually see. I want to see what he has to say about this. Like, was he struggling? Like, because this was around, starting on 2019. So maybe this was around the time during the pandemic. He really wasn't able to bring any much income. But did he have gambling debt? Girl, you might be on to something. That's a good question because that amount of money in that amount of time, something ain't right. But I'm gonna find out. Must be in some debt, possibly. Yep. Well, that is that on that, honey. This next story, it's another one I won't spend too much time on. Just kind of a continuation from what we learned yesterday. We remember how we learned about the what's it called? The quadruple amputee who ended up killing somebody, and we learned that he can really shoot that gun. Well, looks like he's doing okay in the Maryland jail. So you see where it says here by way of TMZ, quadruple amputee cornhole pro gets perks behind bars after murder arrest. So we have a comment. Millennials and Gen Z are like Menudo. Well, no, not necessarily. We know who they are because of Ricky Martin. You remember Ricky Martin was really big when we were growing up. So, and we know that Ricky was a part of Menudo. So, yeah. Now, if you ask us to say a Menudo song, then that's when things would kind of get a little. But anyway, back to Mr. Dayton, honey. This starts off. Quadruple amputee and professional cornhole player Dayton Weber has got it pretty good behind bars for someone facing murder charges. The dude's kicking back and watching movies and getting and TV and getting recreation time plus 3 square meals a day at the Albemarle Charlottesville Regional Jail in Virginia, TMZ has learned. Weber's cushy lifestyle at the detention facility comes as he awaits extradition back to Charles County, Maryland, to be charged in this weekend's shooting death of Bradrick Michael Wells in La Plata, Maryland. I'm actually just going to stop it right there because that's pretty much the gist of the story. He's probably getting this type of treatment because of his disability. Oh my God, this damn comment in the chat. Oh my God. I was not ready. You should be ashamed of yourself. So for the listeners, the comment says they're probably using him like a fleshlight. Oh my God. Y'all be ashamed. Oh gosh. Well, this last story is some good news, especially for more Gen Xers, millennials, and stuff like that. Anybody who like these iconic girl groups. So this last story I have by way of all hip hop. You should see where it says TLC, Salt and Pepper, In Vogue announced historic co-headlining tour. Let me give some applause for that, honey. Shout out to those girls, honey. Well, this starts off. TLC and Salt and Pepper just locked in the tour that's going to kick up some serious nostalgia for R&B and hip hop fans this summer and fall. The two legendary groups are bringing In Vogue along for what they're calling its iconic tour. And this marks its absolute first time all three powerhouse acts will hit the road together. We're talking about three of the most influential female groups in music history sharing one stage for the first time ever, and the energy is already electric. The announcement came with a major cultural moment attached to it. All three groups are performing together for the first time at the iHeartRadio Music Awards on March 26th, airing live on Fox at 8 p.m. local time. The performance is basically the official kickoff of what's shaping up to be one of the most anticipated tours of the year. According to Live Nation, the tour spans amphitheater, and arenas nationwide from August through October, delivering a powerhouse night of hits, including No Scrubs, Waterfalls, Push It, Shoot, Free Your Mind, and Don't Let Go. The tour stops include Franklin, Des Moines, Chicago, Atlanta, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles, with tour dates running through October 11th in Concord, California. TLC's legacy speaks for itself. They've sold over 85 million records globally and influenced just about every female group that came after them. Their cultural impact continues to inspire new generations of artists across hip hop, R&B, and beyond. Salt and Pepper broke barriers as the first all-female rap group to earn platinum certification and later became the first female hip hop group inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In Vogue's groundbreaking catalog helped redefine contemporary R&B and set the standard for girl groups that followed, with over 20 million records sold worldwide. Tickets go on sale with pre-sale starting Tuesday, March 24th, so yesterday, with Citi card members and American Express holders getting first access. Word! I love to see it. I love to see it.
I hate Left Eye ain't gonna be there though.
I
That's
know. Left Eye or Rhoda Bennett.
yeah, with info and
Mhm.
man, I wonder who's taking her, part in the group.
I think
Dawn's ass either.
oh yeah, Dawn ain't gonna be there, but yeah, that's Dawn choice. But I think they brought Maxine back, if I remember reading. They brought one of the original girls. Maxine came
Oh
back in place of Dawn. I mean, excuse me, in place of Rhoda. Hmm.
no, I'm talking about who's doing Left Eye's part.
Oh, anybody but Little Mama. Ugh, y'all tried it with the movie, and it was cute for that little moment, but ugh. Oh, and also, oh, so crispy. No, no. I'm still I'm still mad at that shit to this day. And that shit that happened what in 2005. So for those who don't know, because I'm an old bitch. Back in 2005, TLC had a show called Are You the Girl, where they were looking for like a third for their group, temporarily or whatever, however they're gonna do it. They wanted to pick a girl up, and some talented girls they actually had in there. Believe it or not, Chameleon, the rapper Chameleon, she was on there. But back then her name was Asia. Nazanin, Miguel's ex, she was on there. And there was a girl named Mira who should have won, by the way. But the girl who won name was Also Crispy. When I tell you, no, 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 no,
No.
no. And I'm still, I still feel a way about Chili and T-Boz for playing in our face like that. Because, they was the ones who picked that girl. Well, along with the TV show's producers or whatever. But no, Mira should have won. And they know Mira should have won. But anyway.
Wasn't that around America's Next Top Model? So they were trying to, I feel like they tried to eat with that and it just didn't give what it was supposed to. And that's what they missed out on. I think that they were trying, it was a chase for this type of. I remember, and she was like a big girl, right? Like a bigger girl. And like, I thought she had trouble with dance moves at first. I thought that was like the thing. I was surprised that she won.
Yeah, and honestly speaking, the girl, she was not bad. She was actually no, I don't remember her being a big girl. She was a little skinny,
Okay.
little short little
Little
thing.
skinny, yeah, but she had trouble with dance moves, I think, and that was like, I don't know. And then seeing Nazanin in there, I was like, "What are you doing on here, girl? Like, what is
Nas
happening?"
was fierce, but Nas was I was living for her.
But
Now I
she
knew
could
she wasn't gonna
sing.
win, but yeah, but I knew she wasn't gonna win. But she was fierce. She had like a superstar look.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. She was little too. Like they were all fairly little, right? Like they were kind of small.
Yep.
Because Nas is small, even right now, she's small. 20
And
some odd
you're
years
absolutely
later.
right when you say that, because this is around the time where everybody were trying to do their version of, like, the top model type reality
Like the
competition show.
formula.
Yep,
They were trying to they were chasing that formula, and it just didn't work. I don't think it worked. I didn't really like the show. I watched it because of course I'm gonna watch TLC, especially at that time. But it just was not it just wasn't it.
it wasn't that, and I think that I
Mhm.
probably would've liked it more if Oh So Crispy didn't win. But,
Oh, so crispy. I just feel like that was like, I don't know, motherfucker should have been fired for that.
and then remember shortly after that, they had Missy Elliott's version, Missy Elliott's, The Road to Stardom, and if y'all know, the winner of that show happened to be Niecy Nash's current wife, Jessica Betts.
I didn't.
Mhm.
That caught me off guard. You're right.
Yep,
But they
Jessica
were
won,
doing
Missy Elliott.
you remember when DJ Search was doing that for when Bia was on that show for the female MC or whatever?
Yes, what was that
That was
called?
kind
Like,
of, I
the
can't
next female
remember.
rap star something, I forget, girl.
Something, yeah, but it was around all that same time when like reality was being super competitive. And I'm gonna go look for that show.
Yeah, so shout out to that. But these iconic 3 girl groups getting together doing their thing. Now it may scream recession indicator for sure, but I am glad to see it. They need to be celebrated for real. So
Well, who's got a tour currently going? Tony Braxton, Boys to Men, and somebody else. I mean, this may be the way things are going for the groups that's been around for a minute to do these mega tours. You know, Brandy and
mhm.
Monica, and yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yes. Shout out to them. Well, y'all, that was all the tea that I had for us today. So before we head out, I always like to ask my people, do they have any tea that they want to share? Any tea that I might have missed? Gorgeous Moon actually preemptively shared one with me. She's sent me footage of Megan Thee Stallion doing her debut on Broadway in the Moulin Rouge, getting her a cute little standing ovation. So let me share my screen so we can watch this. She is too adorable, honey.
We love us some Meg. Come on now. This
Okay.
is so cute.
Oh, and her new Broadway show.
Yep. See, that's how you stand when your pussy good. Look at her. Ah, ah.
And they love her. They love her. I love Megan.
Ah, ah, ah. Yes. Shout out to that queen. Shout out. Almost made me want to go see it. But no, that Broadway too expensive for me, honey. Well, if you go to, do they still got the TKT, what's it called? The tickets booth, TKTS booth. But you gotta stand there the day of the show. Let's stand in line the day of the show, but they usually give you half off of those tickets, like an orchestra seat. And I know
Oh,
they still got the ticket booth. There's one in Times Square and then there's
yeah.
one in Brooklyn.
I think they probably all have that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have a little tidbit of news for the boomers.
Al,
Earth, Wind, and Fire is about to start a Vegas residency.
what?
Yes, yes.
Al, let me find some article on that. Yes, good for them. Now, are they? Because how are they doing it now? Isn't like because I know the original.
A couple of them did, yeah.
Yeah, don't. Or is it their children that's single, or am I thinking of the Temptations?
I think that's the Temptations. I'm
Okay,
not sure, all the original members, if they've hired some more members to replace, the ones that have passed on. They probably added, you know, some more members, but I just saw it yesterday that they're going to have a residency in Vegas. I'm like, well, go
girl,
ease
it's
up
gonna
your
be at the
hip.
Venetian, honey.
Yes.
The Venetian. Oh, you got to have you some green money to go up in there, honey. The Venetian. Okay. Yep, and I was able to find this article from Fox 5 in Vegas. So shout out to Earth, Wind, and Fire. Ow. And that's for the boomers, the Gen Xers, and the millennials, honey. We was in all the cookouts, baby. They playing Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Yeah, everybody love Earth, Wind, and Fire. I love that for them.
Shout out. So thank you for that, Chili. Ow. Did anybody else have any other tea they want to share? Well, y'all, it is always a pleasure. Thank you for taking time out of your busy day to come and sip tea with me. We will be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another live show if you can make it. Don't forget to subscribe to a bitch. Head over to auntiederrick.com and hit that big green subscribe button at the top left and join my free mailing list. Well, until tomorrow, you all have a fabulous rest of your day.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
I like waffles.
Yes.